Welcome, everyone, to Survivor Games 5 on Twitch. After 14 months away, the games are back and looking to be better than ever. We're happy to have all you guys tuning in today to watch some of the biggest personalities on YouTube and Twitch battle it out to the death. We've got a great lineup of competitors, sure to put on an excellent show today. But before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about the games themselves. For those of you who don't know, the Survivor Games is the original deathmatch event on Twitch. The games bring together gaming personalities, Twitch celebrities, and pro gamers from around the web to duke it out in the apocalyptic world of DayZ. The constant threat of the undead, limited supplies, and weapons, and an unforgiving world are the least of the competitors' worries. The winner from the qualifier event will move on to the invitational main event and invite a partner to bring with them into the arena. The invitational event pits some of the biggest names on YouTube and Twitch against one another in a three-phase deathmatch that spans different land spaces in the world of Chernarus. The Survivor Games started as a small, grassroots esport on Twitch in August of 2012. From its inception, the games have captivated viewers from all over the globe in an epic fight for survival. Since then, the games have exploded to become the sensation they are today. As always, we want to get a huge shout out to our sponsors, Astro Gaming and Multiplay, for helping to make today's event possible. Appreciate it. My name is Smack, and today I'll be joined by another wonderful Twitch broadcaster by the name of Calendel. Thanks for joining me today, Cal.
Absolutely wonderful to be here, Smack. Thank you for the introduction, and let's get this baby started.
Absolutely, agreed. We're both very, very honored to be a part of the games, and we'll be casting today's event for you all. But before we get started, let's talk to two of the creators of the Survivor Games and great individuals, Jordan Taylor and Brian Hicks. How's it going, guys?
What up? How's it going? How's it going, Bri?
Oh, it's going fine. It's going fine. Just trying to herd cats.
Indeed, yeah. It's always a struggle getting everything situated in the beginning of the event. Thanks for being patient, guys. I know it was supposed to start about a half hour ago, but it does take a little bit of time getting this many people situated onto a DayZ server. But we don't want to talk for a long time. We actually want to get things going right away. So it looks like everyone is ready to go in game. Brian, anything else we should add before we kick things off?
Negative. Not that I'm aware of, besides the fact that some of the competitors have decided to take their shirts off early, which may or may not affect their core temperature, but we'll see.
I respect that. All right, so normally we go through and we talk to the players in rapid-fire interviews, but we actually are going to skip that today, and we're going to talk to somebody, or maybe Smack and Cal will, to someone that has kind of shaped DayZ, maybe a little bit. He's kind of helped things along. Have you guys heard of this guy, Dino or something like that? I don't know. Have you guys heard of him?
Yeah, absolutely. We have the creator, as many of you guys know, of DayZ, Dean Rocket Hall himself. How's it going, Dean?
Really good.
So we're going to just kind of ask you a few questions briefly before we kick things off here, if you're cool with that.
Sure, definitely.
Obviously, the games came a bit after the creation of DayZ itself. What did you think when you first heard about and saw the Survivor Games?
Well, it was pretty fantastic, really. I first heard about it, obviously, I guess like everybody else, when I'd seen it on the internet. And then I actually run into the guys at PAX Prime, and we ended up going out for dinner, and it was awesome, like just fantastic. And I mean, I think that it was an absolutely fantastic way to take DayZ, and I hope it keeps going and keeps coming into a big thing, because yeah, it's just a really awesome way to push it and see where the game goes.
Agreed. I like your insight there. Another question, what's the most interesting aspect of the games for you personally? Are there any moments in Survivor Games past that stick out to you as really capturing the feel for what you wanted from DayZ?
Well, I think the big thing for me is how really the consequence of what happens can have a massive effect on how the games progress. To a certain extent, maybe sometimes with bugs and stuff, it can go a bit far and it can almost a little like it's random. But it's yeah, I think that to me that is really what DayZ's all about. Yeah, the decisions you make have a massive, massive impact on how you go.
Agreed. Calendar, you want to jump in on this?
Yeah, I got 2 quick questions for you, Dean. Hopefully you're ready for these. They're a little bit off topic a little bit, but Dean, could you ever see yourself participating in the game sometime in the future, perhaps as a celebrity guest star?
Look, I'd love to. I'm not particularly amazing at playing the game, as anyone who's ever seen me play, like Brian, would know. Yeah. So, but I really just love. I think the community content is what is super amazing to me for DayZ, and I guess the Survivor game kind of epitomizes that for me, particularly with streaming. So yeah,
All right,
I kind of like watching.
Excellent. I think that'll wrap up the questioning. I think we're ready to get started.
We all like watching, and with that, I think it's about time we get this countdown started, and let's see what happens here.
Absolutely. Thanks again, Dean.
Do we have the
Awesome.
cameras
We
in the
need
game?
to jump into game if you'll give us a moment here.
Yep. As soon as you guys are ready to go, we'll get started. Thanks for your patience, everybody, and I hope you enjoy the Survivor Games 5 finals.
All right, we're going to squeeze in here really quickly, guys. Give us just a moment to get in. We'll have this camera going for you guys and get things underway.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Looks like are we in the do we have the right server? Are we in?
Yes, sir.
And one is.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and open up here, give you guys an insight into what we've got going on today. All right, let's get to it. As you can see, we've got our competitors all ready to go in a ring here. I can already see the chat going on inside. They are excited, as you can tell, very, very excited. Ready to go and get down to business. While we are waiting to kick things off, we're going to read through a couple of bios here. If you guys are interested in hearing about a little about our competitors.
We're getting ready to kick off in a couple seconds.
Okay, well, we'll wait for that then. We're about to take off. This is something you'll see later on in the event, guys. This is our, as you can see, we can drag and drop our competitors as they die down here and read their bios from here as well.
Number one, are you in position?
I am in position and ready to go.
All right, I'm going to kick off the count.
Let's do it. All of our competitors paired up in their positions, ready to go. As Hicks pointed out earlier, we do have a few without shirts on, probably trying to identify one another a little easier. And we're off. Survivor Games 5 has begun. As you can see, there are a few items around here, some backpacks and some other items that these players are quickly going to try to snag up. And looks like we have a good group of players headed off towards Nobi. As you can see in the distance, these players are all going to definitely want to rush to town as quickly as they can, because it is very, very important at this stage in the game to get a weapon. You do not want to be battling players without weapons later on in the game. And they all have the right idea, as you can see here. We have Fairlight and Gold Glove, Waguli, Armedi, Mr. Moon, Chow, Dan's Gaming, Mr. Blackout, and Jamjar all heading towards Starry, it appears. We also have the Deluxe Sidearms, Sacriel, Clam Taco, Ellaheim, Sentry, Anthony Kong Fan, White Boy, Waffle, and Hybrid Panda headed to Novi. Psy Syndicate tailing a bit behind. It looks like we have some players also trying to play pretty smart and go for the junkyard up above Novi. That's going to be a good move for them because it appears that not many other players went that direction. As you can see, we're going to pull up our map here really quickly before these guys get too much gear. We are in phase 1, and this is outlined on the map that you're seeing now. Going to probably see a lot of players try to grab weapons down here in town in Novi and Starry, and then possibly be looking to set up in some of these tree lines here, ready for the transition into phase 2. Some, if they trust their gun skills, may venture into town and try to thin out the competition a little bit. We're going to go ahead and...
I'll be joining you very recently here, Smack. I'm just getting my map up right now. Sorry about that.
No worries, no worries. Looks like we have Thaddeus and Shizzle. They were able to grab a backpack here and a crossbow. Looks like they're going to try to go a different route here. Play things a little differently than most competitors. And while they are doing that, I'm going to jump down into Starry here and see what some of our players may be picking up. Looks like Mr. Moon and Chow, looking through these few vehicles here, they may try to gather those food items that you see on screen. Food and water are going to be very important to keep these guys in it for the long haul and try to make it towards the end of the event for them. Gold Glove here being chased by a couple zombies, making quick work of his looting. Fairlight in the buildings around him. Looks like going for food as well. Most of these competitors have found a backpack already, so that will be very, very nice. They won't have to worry so much about decisions and the items that they're picking up. They can just quickly pick up what they want and move on. Because as we stated, it's very, very important that these players get into town, pick up what they need, and if they're looking to survive, get out.
Absolutely, and it looks like we got Mr. Blackout surrounding a car right now, looking up. He looks like he's picked up a crossbow, and actually I hear Mosin shots in the distance. Are you seeing this?
I am now behind Mr. Blackout. I'm not seeing any Mosin shots.
No, I hear it farther out in the field above Novi. I'm trying to locate the action right now.
I do see a couple players, 2MG and Cortex, sitting in the tree line. Looks like they're being a bit hesitant on whether they want to go into town or not. Maybe they have acquired some nice items from their backpacks off the break, and they are waiting.
Up at the junkyard north of Novi, looks like Lyric is down, possibly dead or unconscious, and Psy Syndicate and Cat leaving the body.
Oh no! Looks like we do have a competitor going down here. Lyric going down early. Psy Syndicate and Cat seem to be the ones responsible. We do see
extremely unfortunate. Lyric was just commenting earlier today that he wasn't going to go down in the first 5 minutes. That's very unfortunate.
All right.
But yes, looks like Cat and Psy Syndicate are rocking that Lee Enfield, and they're going to have a nice advantage starting out here.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to go ahead and drop down into Novi here among some of our other players. Break and Sacriel. Looks like they were able to get a weapon. Sacriel has his hands on... It looks like 2 weapons, a repeater and a CR. So it looks like he's going to try to be handing one of those weapons off to Break. Break trying to take the aggro that Sacriel has accumulated. They're trying to be smart, as we just suggested. They've got their gear, and now they're trying to head out and get away from the other players to try to ensure their survival to the later stages of the game.
Yeah, and it looks like we got Mr. Chow and Mr. Moon armed with a shotgun and what I believe to be a sporter, camping in a room right now. I'm not sure if they're just going to kind of take their time, camp it out, collect some food and water, and see if everyone else kind of thins the competition out for them before they move out.
Let's stick with you. Let's team up.
Not a bad strategy.
Very close now to JP stripping, and looks like Hybrid Panda, even though he has found a weapon, was having a friendly chat with them really quick.
I'm leaving.
And he is moving on now. He has an SKS on his back, so it'll be interesting to see if he does acquire some ammo for that and is able to thin out the other players around town here.
Interesting. And back in Novi, it looks like we got Summit, who found a shotgun, pump, And Mr. Shades as well seems to be armed with a shotgun double barrel. Interesting. These guys are finding weapons pretty easily, and it looks like there's going to be a lot of action to come.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure if they have the ammunition for them yet.
I'm with Sidearms and Deluxe, and it looks like they are both armed pretty well as well. So definitely looking like the players are having no problems acquiring the gear that they will need to last into the later stages.
Absolutely. I'm running right behind Fairlight Excalibur right now, and it looks like he's running out south with Gold Glove. Not sure where their plan is to head right now, but it seems like everyone's having a good job finding weapons. Other than Gold Glove, looks like he's just rocking a hammer right now.
Agreed. I'm hearing some shots. Sounds like sporter shots, possibly at zombies, somewhere around the barns here in Novi. I'm following in behind Elohim and Clam Taco. These players also just left the barns. It looks like they do have a bit of weaponry as well and are eyeing Starry. They may be heading in this direction, it appears.
Checking in on Mr. Wiggles and Armedi. Looks like these guys have found some weapons as well, currently looting a barn. No players really near each other right now, or no pairs, I should say. I'm wondering where the next action is going to break out. And
Absolutely.
I'm also wondering how Shorty Guy is doing, sans his teammate right now.
Absolutely. Speaking of, we'll go through and do a quick bio read as we move Lyric down to the eliminated category. When asked about his teammate, he says, "Everybody is jealous of the love Shorty Guy and I have. They hate us cause they ain't us." Sorry.
Hate us cause they ain't us.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Lyric.
He's got a little bit of dead on him right there.
He's just a little dead. All right, let's check in now with 2MG and Cortex again. As we saw, they were trying to play it safe in the bush line right here above town, and they are okay with their decision. They've got a bit of gear and nice backpacks, and it looks like they are moving in the direction of Novi. Maybe they've spotted some players that have made them uneasy about heading in further into Starry, but they are trying to play it safe as they were before.
Yeah, and I spotted Shorty Guy running out in the open field with just a fire extinguisher. I know that's the team's favorite weapon. Not sure where he's headed right now, but I think he's just going to try to wait this one out, knowing that the competition is stiff and he's all alone.
Checking back in with Mr. Blackout and Jam Jar. Mr. Blackout holding a blaze. This is a two-shot weapon, then it has to be chambered again, so if anybody comes in here with some sort of semi-automatic weapon, he'll have to make sure that he makes good shots on those players to get them down. You can see as what's going on here, Mr. Blackout protecting Jam Jar while he eats, and I'm assuming that they will try to alternate this. As we stated before, this is something that's very, very important in DayZ. You have to be watching out for at all times.
Absolutely. See Hybrid Panda in a red building, just stuffing his face with some food right now, with White Boy covering the top floor. And a lot of these pairs seem to be getting a little bit closer together. I'm not sure if we're going to see the next action spark up pretty soon here.
Agreed. Everybody playing a bit passive right now, trying to feel out the map and the location of other players. I'm near Fairlight right now. He has a bit of weaponry, and it looks like Gold Glove still does not have a firearm. Oh, I see a pistol in his hands. He does have a pistol, so trying to play things safe and let Fairlight handle things from a distance. Though obviously not very far away. There are many other players down here, so they're going to have to keep their eyes peeled.
Yeah, I'm very tuned in right now on the Deluxe and Sidearms in a green building here in Novi, right next to a red building that has White Boy and Hybrid Panda. Either one of these guys exits these buildings, we're going to see a firefight.
Again, Summit still holding a shotgun. It looks like playing the same strategy that the others were playing. Very, very smart. One covers the door, one covers the stairs, and the other one eats. And we're seeing the same here from Summit and Shades. The winners of Survivor Games 4.
Absolutely. My attention is just peaked right now on this two-team combo in these two buildings. I'm really waiting for this to erupt. I don't know how long they're going to plan on playing the long game and just camping out in these buildings, or if they're going to take a shot and try to move closer to where Phase 2 is going to begin eventually. I'm not sure what teams are going to kind of follow that strategy of, are we going to be there when the next phase opens right away, or are we going to delay until the very end? We
may see something erupt here. It looks like Waffle's going to risk going into the building unknowingly where Hybrid Panda is.
Oh, man.
There will be a melee battle here, it appears. Hybrid Panda quickly alerted and is trying to get some damage on Waffle. The Waffle quickly evaded things and is on the run again.
Yeah, you stay out of here.
Little trash talk there from Hybrid Panda, keeping Waffle away. Looks like
they're gonna
White
be in
Boys.
pursuit.
Oh, they are going to pursue.
Oh no.
Oh wow, they could.
Here we go.
Did they move? It looks like they did move.
Where did they? We totally lost them. Yeah, where
Yeah,
did the other team go?
absolutely
We'll have to find them. That was lucky timing.
That absolutely was. That looks like they're headed towards the barns right now.
All right, well, crisis averted. Let's go see what else is going on the map here.
Okay, I'm gonna jump up here with Sacriel and Break. Looks like they are in a firefight at the junkyard up above Novi. Side Syndicate trying to get some shotgun rounds onto Break. Break dodging very quickly back and forth. Sacriel is bleeding heavily. Heavily bleeding. It looks like maybe he took some rounds as well and is trying to escape for his life right now. Side Syndicate in pursuit of Break. Break dodging and trying to keep all of these bushes, as you can see, in between him and his pursuer. It may not end up well, though. Side Syndicate reloading right now and still in pursuit of Break. Cat trying not to get stirred up in things, it appears, even though it has a weapon, is staying back. Side Syndicate looks like is going to go ahead and maybe back off a bit. Does he know that Sacriel is still very close up the road? Looks like he is eyeing Sacriel right now. Sacriel still bleeding. He has not had the opportunity to bandage, and this is something he's going to want to do as soon as he can. Very, very critical state for Sacriel right now.
And unfortunately, it looks like Wigaloo and our Medi have taken out Dan's Gaming and Starry with a baseball bat. Dan's Gaming is out of the competition. Unbelievable.
I'm anxious to see how this situation between Sacriel, Break, Side Syndicate, and Cat is going to turn out. Sacriel's still bleeding, but they have lost their pursuers for now. They will have the opportunity to stop and bandage if they can in these bushes. Though it appears that he is very comfortable with his blood level. Let's check that out really quickly here.
Yeah, he's bleeding profusely right now. Does he not have a bandage? There's no way for us to check right now.
Looks like he is bandaging,
in the bush.
yes.
Absolutely. Looks like he is going to take care of those wounds. Looks like Break is going to be heading out into the field, scout out the area ahead, and hopefully give him the all okay to moving forward.
Absolutely. Got down close, down to 1,000 blood there, but was able to evade, and now he'll be looking to get hydrated, get energized so that he can rebuild his blood and put himself back into the game.
All right, back towards Novi. I still see Waffle. Looks like he's just having his time camping in a bush right now. Not really sure how to proceed. All he's armed with is a gardening hoe. Not sure how that's going to play out for him in a little bit.
Sidearms and Deluxe moving up from the barns that they were at before. They're following the tree line up towards Sacriel, Break, Cat, and Side Syndicate. We may see something between all of those players very soon.
All right, and flying back over to Starry. Mr. Moon and Blizz heading south out of town, while Jam Jar and Mr. Blackout being chased by a zombie. Looks like all the players are really spread out right now. Not sure where we're going to see our next action. I think everyone's going to kind of play it safe right now and kind of go for a long game.
All right, well, we will dip over here really quick, pick up Dan's Gaming. When asked about his teammate Waffle, Waffle is a great distraction for both zombies and enemy players.
Turns out that Dan was the distraction in this game, unfortunately.
It appears so. It appears so.
All right, yeah, all of our players are really spaced out right now. Shorty guy on his own, really kind of heading and prepping for phase 2, it looks like. And all the other teams are sticking tight together and really spread out.
Yeah, we did see earlier Sentry and Anthony Kongfan head south of Novi, and it looks like they have acquired some weaponry and they are looking to move on maybe to these tree lines here on top of the hill for a little cover and safety. They see Waffle down the hill, but it appears that they have other intentions. They want to get out of here. They don't want to be caught out in these fields. That's very, very good for them. Though very close behind, we have Cortex and 2MG. Gonna have to see if anything erupts between those players.
Yeah, it looks like Allie and Cortex both armed with a sporter and a shotgun, and they are going to be collapsing on Waffle, and possibly even Sentry and Anthony Kongfan pretty soon. Hopefully we'll get some action.
Waguli and Armedi here in Starry inside of a barn. As we talked about before, they were able to bring down Dance Gaming, winners of the qualifier event, to bring themselves into the Invitational. So very, very capable players we have seen from past experience.
Absolutely. Trying to check in on Waffle to see if he's faring any better with his loot. He's actually getting a little bit closer to Hybrid Panda and White Boy, the murderers of poor Dance Gaming. Wonder if these guys are going to run into each other really soon. Hopefully Waffle will be prepared. Looks like he's still rocking his garden hoe and finding some rice and some other food in this little food house here.
From what I can tell, there are several zombies on the south side of Starry chasing Fairlight, Gold Glove, Mr. Moon, and Chow. They all seem to possibly be about to either erupt in a firefight or maybe having a little chat. Either way, they're both being pursued by quite a large number of zombies right now. They'll be looking to eliminate those as quickly as they can.
Oh my, yeah. Fairlight and Gold Glove, respectively, have a zombie chasing each, with Summit right here on the wall. Shots fired. Summit is opening up on Fairlight. Fairlight is retreating. I cannot tell. He doesn't look like he's bleeding, but he does have zombies pursuing him still.
Looks like Summit trying to play it safe, backing off, meeting back up with his teammate inside of the clinic here.
Wow, that was a really close call.
That was very close.
Yeah, they're rocking a shotgun and looks like a Lee Enfield right now. This is going to be very dangerous for Gold and Fairlight.
Shizzle and Thaddeus apparently hearing the shots. They may be trying to move around, make a very large flank, and try to get some of these players from the back. We may see that happen here. Looks like Fairlight is actually bleeding now, possibly hit by the zombie that is pursuing him. He's going to need to try to bandage. It looks like Gold Glove will step in, take care of the zombie, no problem.
Absolutely. Now, also, we got Mr. Moon and Mr. Chow actually coming into town on the northern side, as well as Blackout and Jam Jar in this red house next to the church. These players are all really kind of converging in Star, and I'm wondering, this is really going to get heated up really quick.
Hearing some more shots. It looks like Summit has pursued Gold Glove, moving in for the kill. Mr. Shade's right behind. Gold Glove down. Oh. Nice shot and completely caught them off guard. Summit and Shades moving in very aggressive. Now Fairlight going to throw some shots to try to throw them off, and looks like Summit and Shades are going to try to recoup here and do what they need to get into this fight.
Absolutely. Looks like Shades is checking Gold Glove's corpse for any ammunition for his Mosin. Looks like he's swapping out some items right now. Summit's zoning out Fairlight. Fairlight is getting some cover, or should I say concealment, and looping around. Summit is not tricked, though. Looks like he knows where he is, and he's breaking line of sight. And looks like Fairlight's going to go ahead and exit the area of play here and not engage right now.
So very, very nice move. Completely caught Gold Glove off guard. Even though he didn't have much to defend himself, they were able to move in and make the kill there.
Looks like teams are losing their team members left and right. This is getting really bloody really quick.
As we stated earlier, it looks like some of these players are finally moving in. They're trying to pursue or establish themselves late game. They're taking their time, moving away from the high traffic areas. You can see Sidearms and Deluxe here eating a bit of food, trying to play it safe, away from all the gunfire you hear going off down here in town. Looks like Jam Jar and Mr. Fired. Blackout and Mr. Moon and Chow, looks like they are trying to stir up a little trouble here.
Yeah, I don't think Mr. Moon and Mr. Chow want anything to do with this fight right now. They're running as fast as they can. The question is Mr. Blackout and Jam Jar going to pursue, or are they going to go ahead and call it a day and then move back west to prepare for the next phase?
Mr. Moon and Chow going to be very careful, or need to be. They're about to walk in on Armedi. Armedi armed. Is he going to see them? I can't quite tell if he noticed. It seems that he did. Just trying to play it safe for now and maybe meet back up with his teammate. Not even going to fire as for now.
Not sure if it's a lack of ammunition or a lack of willpower to engage right here. Wiggaloo is coming out. Gun is raised. Mr. Moon and Chow walking right in front of him.
And it looks like Mr. Moon completely laid out by the shotgun from Waguli. We will see a melee fight here inside of the barn between Waguli and Chow. Chow running for his life now.
you bitch.
Running for
Chow
his life.
taunting the enemy. Oh,
He
this is
doesn't
turning into
care.
an
He's going
old-fashioned brawl.
in. He is going in. He doesn't care. His teammate's down. He's going to prove, show him what's up. Looks like we got a little blood all the way around.
You. Eat your soul.
Mr. Chow threatening to eat Armedi's soul while chasing him, bleeding and not really caring. And it looks like they are going to split up. I think Mr. Chow is going to go to heal while the other team recollects themselves and comes back after him again.
Oh, another death here in the games from Mr. Moon. Mr.
Incredibly
Moon.
unfortunate.
Let's read what he has to say. YouTuber and Twitch live streamer from Massachusetts, creative god, father of insanity, seller of baby blood, and overall man in his prime.
Those are very sweet words.
Man
For
in
the
his
late
prime,
Mr. Moon.
now dead.
Very unfortunate. Looks like way north of town. We got Elohim and Clam Taco getting some water, getting hydrated. And looks like they're rocking some pretty decent weapons, or at least it looks like Elohim is. And by decent, I mean a sporter, which I guess is better than nothing at this point. But they do have a fire extinguisher. As everybody knows, that's the one-hit knockout. Hopefully they can put that to some good use really soon.
As for now, it looks like Deluxe and Sidearms have moved into town, and Summit and Shades may run into them. I couldn't quite tell if they saw them, though. It appears Sidearms and Deluxe noticed. They quickly left the road. We may see something happen between these players very, very shortly.
Yeah, I see Summit running west through town. Not sure if they're going to run into Deluxe and Sidearms up in that red building, but I can't imagine they're going to miss each other. Deluxe and Sidearms exiting the building, heading south. Running just west along the street, right outside where Summit and Mr. Shades are. Oh, looks like they're directly running towards them right now. I think we're going to see a fight erupt. Perhaps. Summit hiding in the house. Doesn't look like he suspects anything currently. Sorting some loot items. All three of these are both teams in 3 different buildings, all able to see each other through the window if they're looking.
Very, very stressful on their end. As you know, this is very intense for all the players. I'm sure their heart is racing right now. And we may see something go down, though they narrowly don't see each other. Wow.
That was incredibly close. Looks like they're going to split up for now. We're not going to see them fight just yet.
All right, well, while they do that, we're going to also go ahead and move Gold Glove down. Gold Glove is the master of his craft. He plays DayZ with his eyes closed and makes people like Sacriel and Mr. Moon look like Bambis. His sweat smells like lavender. He enjoys long walks on the beach and kicking ass. He is also smacking Calendel's favorite human.
And we got Shizzle dead. Shot to the head from Armedi. And it looks like Thaddeus is retreating the area. Wiggaloo is also coming in to pursue. Let me know if you're catching this right now.
I am moving down right now.
Looks like Thaddeus is flanking around the outside of this fence, and Wiggaloo is in pursuit with a double-barreled shotgun. And I do believe his teammate, Shizzle, has been looted, and Armedi is also moving in to pursue. Thaddeus also looks like he's picking up some zombie aggro. That's going to be unfortunate for him if he's trying to hide. He's going to have to dispatch that zombie before he tries to blink away from these guys right now.
Wiguli and Armedi cleaning up town as of right now. They've both been doing very well, been taking out several players. They've been playing very strong yet again.
Unbelievable.
All right, well, we haven't checked in with Sacriel and Break for a bit. I'm going to jump up with them in first person and see what they're up to.
All right, and just updated news from our admins. It looks like we have a current updated death list. It looks like we got Mr. Moon, a Gold Glove, Silent Sentry, Waffle, Dan's Gaming, and Lyric all confirmed dead for now, as well as Shizzle. That's a huge death count.
That is.
Mr. Chow as well.
Mr. Chow as well.
All these deaths, and we're still in the first phase of the game. I'm really wondering how this is going to continue. Do we have an update on when Phase 2 will begin? I haven't seen any messages as of yet.
I would imagine it wouldn't be too much longer.
Okay. Looks like Deluxe and Fairlight coming in really close to each other. Or is that a dead body? It looks like Deluxe is dead. I apologize. I'm not sure if he just got taken out by Fairlight. I believe he may have just been dispatched. And it looks like Shades and Summit coming right around Deluxe's corpse with Fairlight running right out in the open. I'm pretty sure Mr. Shades sees him. Oh my, Fairlight's days could be numbered here.
I am in with Shades first person right now.
Looks like Fairlight and them took a small exchange of fire, and now they're going to break apart a little bit. Try to get a better position to shoot. And correction from earlier, it looks like Silent Sentry is still alive. I do apologize for the miscommunication. I believe Fairlight has taken out a zombie that was pursuing him. And it looks like Shades and Summit are still trying to collapse, while Fairlight's putting some distance in between them.
Yeah, it's definitely a stressful situation for Fairlight right now. All on his own. He does have a weapon, but he is being pursued by 2 players, so I'm sure things are very, very stressful for him right now.
Absolutely. I can only imagine what's going through his head. Teammate's dead, and he's got 2 guys pursuing him, and I don't know if he had a time to loot the corpse that he created himself before he had to already bail out due to extra additional enemy gunfire. Looks like he's going to be hiding. Fairlight's going to hide some brush.
Try to set up ambush, yeah.
Try to wait it out, see if these guys come across him, and he can get a nice flank going.
From what we can see, it appears that Shades and Summit actually lost him, so this may work out for him. If his shot is good, he could drop both players very quickly here in an ambush.
Yeah, it looks like Summit and Shades. I don't think those guys are dummies, though. I think they're playing it safe, hanging out right now to see if Fairlight makes a move while they pick that corpse clean. Looking back at the rest of our competitors to see if anyone else is about to run into anyone. Looks like Jamjar and Mr. Blackout hanging out in a house right now. Kind of waiting for time to pass, waiting for the next phase notification to be announced, most likely.
Fairlight being a little aggressive here and is starting to move back across the road, looking to catch a little blood, it looks like, from Summit or Shades, possibly. Moving back up to where he was before, out in the field.
Oh, this could be an interesting development. I'm not sure. It looks like Shades is hydrating currently, or if he's just hiding in that bush, filling out what Cantina looks like. Summit scanning the woods, waiting to see any movement. But absolutely, Fairlight is flanking south and east around these guys. He's wide out in the open right now. Kind of a strategy out of my own playbook. Do something so incredible they wouldn't believe it's actually happening. He does have the high ground, and I don't think they spotted him.
I'm going to move across town here with some of our players. Looks like Mr. Blackout and Jamjar still playing it safe inside of a building. Mr. Blackout watching the stairs.
I'm not sure if we're having some technical difficulties. I'm seeing Fairlight running in place right now. Hopefully we're not experiencing a little bit of lag or desync. Not sure if you're seeing this anywhere else on the map.
I am. Well, while this is going on, it'll take us... we can take some time to talk through some more of these players' bios. We'll start off with Silent Sentry here. When asked about his teammate, we have grown on Twitch alongside each other since I began streaming. He is also the best sniper I know. And his teammate in Ninja Sentry is Anthony Kong Fan. When asked about his teammate, he has my pet squirrel and 20 chicken nuggets held hostage. He told me if I don't win this, he's going to eat them both with sweet and sour sauce.
And now, I gotta comment, these guys' profile pictures are hilarious. Anthony Kong Fan with a little stuffed animal, and his hair just crazily poised above his head, and Silent Sentry and his cat. When you're asked to, submit a bio picture, and I love that these guys just kind of took it with a little bit of humor and had a lot of fun with it, and I think these are just hilarious.
Agreed. Also, Sacriel here, when asked about his teammate, Break is a surgeon with most weapons. I trust his tactical judgment. And his teammate, Break, says, during the TTSKO pants drought of 5-1, I remember a shootout at the Northwest Airfield Tents, where Chris shot me instead of the enemy and ruined my brand new pants. I survived and we killed him, but I've still not forgiven him.
Pretty amusing things they said about each other. Sacriel, of course, professional as always. A stand-up individual. And of course, Break and their profile pictures, very nice. Very nice. And their team name, Jeffrey and Bilton. Did we get any history on that?
I do not.
Yeah, me either. I was curious. I never got a chance to ask them what that was going to stand for, or what the significance was behind it. Jeffrey and Bilton.
All right, moving on to the next group of guys. Over to Shorty, because Lyric has been dropped. My partner is a beautiful swan. He is the bacon to my BLT, and I love bacon.
I love bacon too.
Mmm, bacon.
Bacon's real good. Yep, Shorty, not sure where we left him in the game, but looks like he was really terrified and hiding out on his own. I'm hoping he can get back in the game soon.
Yeah, he was further to the west around, away from most players, trying to play it safe, it appeared.
Hmm.
Move on down to Sidearms. I used to stalk Deluxe 4 until we became best friends, and now we both sleep together on the top bunk.
A little awkward. A little awkward, I'd say. But you know what? To each their own, man. SGZ accepts all types, all kinds.
Oh, man. Fairlight, as we were just watching, battling it out there with Summit and Shades. When asked about his teammate, first met Gold Glove because I was on my way to kill him in game, but he was alright.
Yeah, interesting comment about Fairlight's picture. A lot of mixed genres. We have the Excalibur type sword, a samurai sword, and a headband all kind of mixed together. It's kind of interesting. And we have Soma joining us.
Hey guys, yeah, so the server crashed out and we're gonna get it fixed. It's almost good to go actually, just gonna be another minute or two. Players have been told to just hold their positions. Seems like no one's freaking out in the game. Everyone's, I don't know, I guess catching their breath. And we should be good to go shortly. So thanks for the patience and yeah, stay tuned, guys.
Okay, well, that gives us opportunity to get to know some of these guys a little better.
Absolutely.
All right, so we just finished up with Fairlight. Let's jump over here to Summit and Shades. We saw them doing work a little earlier, dropping Gold Glove. When asked about himself, Summit says worries his head is too big. No, come on. You're beautiful. You are beautiful, Summit. Do not worry. Do not
He is
worry.
a beautiful man. And that picture he picked was perfect for anything he might have been self-conscious about, because it does look like he has a ridiculously huge head in this picture. I'm just saying.
And Mr. Shades, his partner, I'm the bullet, and Summit's the distraction, Kappa. Oh boy, they are
Team
working
name,
well.
We're friendly.
Yes, that is one of my favorite team names in the event. We're friendly.
Oh man, well, I like that everyone can take it a little bit lighthearted. I think that's amazing.
Agreed, agreed. Let's jump over here to Psy Syndicate. About himself, from the UK, does bad streams, and has yet to play Survivor games without doing something / dying to something dumb.
And unfortunately, that's absolutely true. I haven't seen the results of every single Survivor games leading up to today, but it seems like he is just the victim of the worst luck known to man as far as running into a bug in DayZ and dying out early in the games. It's really unfortunate.
Agreed, agreed. And we'll check his teammate here as well really quickly before we try to see how things are going in game. Cat, when asked about his teammate, very impulsive, would kill for money and sometimes even for fun. Don't tell him this, PJ Salt. He will kill me for that.
And his profile picture, I'm not sure where that came from. It looks like it almost came from like one of those like Civilization games or something. Is this from like DayZ?
I do not know.
That's a hell of a mustache. I just don't know where he got that photo to begin with. It's crazy.
All right, looks like they are still needing a bit of time, so we're going to continue reading through here. Jump in with Mr. Blackout, as we saw right before we close out things there. Mr. Blackout and Jam Jar both still alive, doing well. They have a bit of weapons, so we'll be anxiously awaiting their performance from here on out. When asked about his teammate, we ride together, we die together. Been enough battles with Jamjar to know I've got the best chance surviving any ordeal if he's by my side. Enough said. And also, Jamjar, his teammate, when asked about his teammate, Blackout is my voice of reason. Without him, I'm a loose cannon.
Strong words. Strong words.
A couple of great dudes.
Should be good to go.
All right, they
I'm gonna
are.
go ahead and load my client back up here as well.
They are resuming the countdown here, getting the players off to it. So we're gonna switch back in, and since we just finished up with Jamjar and Mr. Blackout, we'll check in with these guys first off. Looks like Jamjar doing a bit of eating, trying to get healthy. The further these guys are towards energized and hydrated, they can heal up, they can try to stay in a much better state to last into the end parts of the game. Also across town, looks like Fairlight and Summit near one another. Fairlight making the run back over to the hill, and he may actually run directly into Summit. Shay's just a bit down the hill from Summit. We may see something here really quickly between these players.
All right, I'm just now tuning in back on the action. Let me just get over there and let's take a look and see what's going to occur.
Mr. Shades has kind of pushed Fairlight out into the open here. This is probably not a good situation for Fairlight to be in. As you can see, Summit and Shades set up with cover, though they may not even spot him.
Yeah, Fairlight pulled this move once already. And again, it has to be the amazing strategy that no one would expect you to run out in the open field, and they literally do not see him right now as he's flanking. This is going to be an amazing move if he can take these guys out from behind. Looks like he's poising for a shot in the next few moments here. Oh, looks like they're coming back. They may have spotted him. Oh my, here we go.
It's about to erupt right here. Summit taking aim. Firing his shotgun and completely destroying Fairlight, laying him out. Fairlight trying to take a couple quick shots, but that's the thing. Whenever you are doing a lot of running, you're short of breath, your aim can be a little shaky, and that shotgun did Summit well. Completely laid out Fairlight.
Extremely unfortunate that he had to rock the blaze right there when he was doing so much running. I agree completely. The shotgun would have been a perfect weapon for him to have. And now, unfortunately, Shades and Summit get to pick over his corpse. And Gold Glove and Fairlight, a dynamic duo, they're going to be out.
All right, well, let's go ahead and do it. For Fairlight, following his teammate down into the eliminated zone.
All right, just taking a look back at Novi. Hat and Psy Syndicate currently inhabiting the police station, taking their time. And it looks like we also got Allie and Cortex just chilling in the forest right now. Gonna do a quick gear check on these guys. It's gonna be hard to tell, though, with them being so deeply entrenched in these woods. And it looks like we have a Blaze and Allie with a pickaxe ready to crush someone's head in. As effective as anything else, honestly. I think they're gonna kind of wait for the long game.
Me, JP, and Strippin through the woods north of Starry. They are looking to head into Phase 2. And remember our phase map here, guys. I'll show you again. This is what Phase 1 looks like. And again, we're seeing these players start to move into these wooded areas, these thick wooded areas up here in preparation for the switch to Phase 2. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at what Phase 2 is, where that is from Phase 1. As you can see, just a little further, basically a transition zone between Starry, Novi, and the Northwest Airfield. As you can see, an elongated circle here, including another small town. So those people that haven't gotten any gear will have a small chance to grab some gear there in Cabanino. But again, we're probably going to see these players hide up here in this thick wooded area right next to the airfield in preparation for Phase 3.
And it looks like we had some updated information from our admins. It looks like Panda has fallen. I'm not sure where that occurred, but we're really sad to hear that. We have to also take him off of the boards, and thanks for playing.
In with
move back over to Starry here.
JP and Strippin again, these guys somewhat near Clam Taco and Elohim, who are both still alive as well. We still have plenty of teammates still alive between these guys. Though Elohim and Clam Taco seem to be heading in an alternate direction, we may see something between Itme JP, Strippin, Sacriel, and Break soon if they continue to hang out in these same tree lines together.
Absolutely, and looks like Shizzle has also fallen and been added to the kill list.
All right.
In addition, it looks like we have Jamjar and Blackout less than about 150 meters away from Summit and Shades down the road. I think Summit and Shades may actually be able to get into yet another conflict as they are racking up a hell of a kill total right now.
All right. Well, first thing I'm going to do is jump in first person with Summit then.
All right, now I'm hoping my my guess was accurate. I think Blackout and Jamjar are going to be heading west down this road. Summit and Shades looks like they are going to be camping that area for a little bit, and they could run right into each other.
Yeah, they have. We've seen them sticking around this pond a lot, trying to get hydrated. As you can see, one of them has a container at least. That's going to speed up their drinking, but they're trying to take care of themselves. You can see Summit here on 4,700 blood, very near full. They're both doing well. They're working well together, as we saw them perform in the last Survivor Games Invitational, where they just ran away with it. Very, very, very strong team together.
Absolutely, their track record speaks for itself. Not seeing Jamjar and Blackout move up yet. I think they're still looting the town, taking their time. But I do suspect they are going to head west down this road, and I do think we're going to see some action pretty soon.
All right, well, while we watch Shades fight a zombie here, I'm going to switch back over. We have moved Shizzle and Hybrid Panda down. Shizzle, when asked about his teammate, Thaddeus is, without a doubt, the best meat shield bro anyone could ask for. Not as effective this time, apparently. And Hybrid Panda, when asked about his teammate, two Lost Souls partnered through a random pairing, making the most of the apocalypse. Sad to see both of those guys go down. That's what happens in the games.
Very sweet comments, though. These guys really do care about each other. And it looks like Shades and Summit are going to go ahead and retreat the area, and they're going to go ahead and head west and prep for the next phase, it looks like. I don't suspect that Jamjar and Blackout are going to be following them anytime soon.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and jump out of first person here into our free cam and head back across town, check out some of these other players. As we were stating earlier, Jamjar and Mr. Blackout not too far away, though they never did quite commit to following up behind. It looks like maybe now they're going to try to continue to play very slow, very cautiously, pay attention and cover one another, work their way towards phase 2.
Yep, Anthony and Sentry slowly moving around the woods, clearing every tree. It looks like not taking any chances. Itme JP and Strippin up above them, about 300 meters out. And Break and Sacriel as well, really distancing themselves. I think they have a really good strategy going on right now, waiting for the next phase. And Shorty Guy, still on his own, way out far to the west, just hanging out.
I'm with Waguli and Armedi right now. Both of these guys, remember, we've seen them drop several players this event so far. They're working well together, and they both have nice gear. As you can see, they're going for the construction helmets to try to aid and keep them being knocked out by melee weapons, but hopefully their guns can do the talking.
And not to mention the cosmetic effect of them looking classy as hell in those multicolored hard hats right now.
Absolutely. Thaddeus losing his partner Shizzle earlier. Looks like now he's just trying to preserve himself and make it towards the later stages of the game. Hiding in a very, very good spot. Just going to take his time, wait things out for phase 2.
Yep, and looks like we have poor sidearms out here all on his own with a border on his back and a bicycle helmet, and it looks like he has a sledgehammer as well. I think he is simply waiting for the next admin comments to push the game forward, and I think he's just going to be camping out here for the remainder of the game until he hears something else.
Agreed. Looks like we have Anthony Kongfan and Sentry. They were heading in a direction that might put them on a collision course with several of our other northern players, but it looks like they're trying to play things safe as well. We have just down the field from them 2MG and Cortex. I don't believe that they've spotted them. Though they are moving towards Sorry.
Yeah, rummaging around the start area with Anthony. I'm not sure what their plan was right there. Looks like they are going to be moving on, and everyone kind of taking their time right now. Everyone has a nice space buffer. Sidearms looks like he's making a move. Don't think he's going to have any trouble though running into Armedi or Wigaloo. Unless he's spotted right here. I don't believe he will be.
And then it will take the commitment of Waguli and Armedi to move out and pursue him. It looks like we have 5 minutes. Phase 2 will be in play, and you must be in the proper phase or face disqualification. So these players are all going to be pushing that direction, and this is where we could see some more PvP erupt. These players are going to be pushing towards phase 2, as we saw on our map, and we'll show again right now. The elongated circle that leads up towards the northwest airfield. All these players are going to be moving from where they are here in these cities and these northern wooden areas, heading in this direction over here and preparing to move to the airfield. Again, we may see some players move into Cabanino for food, water, the things they may need, but I'm assuming more than anything, because there's not a lot of that here, we're going to see a lot of these players holding up and trying to transition into the airfield area, where most of them will probably feel a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, just looking at our players back in Starry and Novi, doesn't look like we're seeing a lot of movement out of these teams. Hopefully they're paying attention to the general messages being sent out by the admins. Looks like Wigaloo and Armedi are actually going to start mobilizing and moving out, as Syndicate and his teammate, I don't believe they're moving yet, and I think they're the farthest away. Actually, it looks like they are mobilizing right now.
I'm on board with Shades right now. They're getting the idea. They know that they have to move, but they're playing very methodical, very smart. They didn't win the last one for nothing. 4 minutes they have to move into the next phase. They're going to take their time, watch for other players also doing the same thing, see if they can get any of these guys from behind.
Yeah, it looks like everyone is getting the hint. They are going to start making their way over there. I'm really curious what some of these solo guys are going to be doing. Thaddeus, Shorty Guy, and the others. I'm really curious how they're going to approach this next phase, and if they think that they're going to be able to hide out the rest of the match, or if they're going to have to really get armed to the teeth and maybe set up an ambush for a team to where they can have, you know, an advantage maybe on a ground of their choosing.
Agreed, agreed. It's definitely a nice way to play if they could beat the other players there and be prepared for it. Looks like Syndicate and Cat both heading towards Starry right now. They've got a ways to go to get into phase 2, so they know it. They're on the move. We saw them take down Lyric very early. So they've got weapons. They can take care of themselves. Now it's just trying to get to phase 3.
Yeah, I'm still working with Blackout and Jamjar. They've been in the same area, just kind of camping a little bit, and they got a zombie coming in on them right now. If they do have to fire at it, I think they're going to give away their position, but I don't believe they would do that. They just need to be careful, because Syndicate and Ali and Cortex are also moving through the same area, so
and
hopefully they don't make enough noise.
And his partner not too far away as well, Armedi.
Yeah, it looks like we got a little bit more zombie aggro as well on Ali and Cortex. And Ali and Cortex actually, yeah, catching up to Armedi and Wiguli right now. Not sure if Cortex is going to get a little too far out ahead of his teammate and accidentally get taken out by this team right in front of him with that zombie aggro in tow.
Wiguli and Armedi setting off across the field, but are they going to be noticed by the people that aren't too far away?
Yep, Cortex right in pursuit. He must see them right now. And the players only have 2 minutes to get into the next phase. We have a lot of players still lagging behind. I'm not sure if they're going to make it in time.
Yeah, Cortex obviously seeing Wiguli and Armedi now, and you can see Wiguli looking behind his shoulder. He knows what's up. He knows that he's being pursued. This could erupt into one of those situations where Wiguli and Armedi get cover, they catch their breath, and they're able to take down Cortex. This is going to be interesting to see how it plays out for sure.
Yeah, I'm really worried about Cortex and Allie right now with this zombie in tow. I think Allie may have just dropped that zombie, but these two are going to be able to get in this tree line and set up an ambush for the other two, and I'm really worried if that's going to be the case. Or they could be worried about the phase shift and not really care about combat right now. Maybe they just want to get safe into the next area before they consider a fight.
That seems to be the case. Most players wanting to play it safe, though we do have 2 MG bleeding, it looks like, from that encounter with the zombie that we saw. She was able to take down this zombie that you see in the field and has others pursuing, but they will lose those. She is going to be looking to get up here into cover and do some bandaging. And while we wait for that, let's read through her bio here really quick. When asked about her teammate, Cortex is my first subscriber on Twitch. So that's cool that she went with Cortex, her subscriber, who says, whenever we play DayZ together, it's always a blast. She's a huge inspiration, and I'm honored to have her as a partner. Really cool, those guys.
Absolutely.
And gals.
And it looks like she did fix her wounds, and I also wanted to comment that her biopic was amazing, like little cosplay there. Looks like she's taken out of a scene where she's probably like on that railway outside of Svetlo or something like that with a beautiful cosplay. I think it's a great image.
In with those 2 players as well.
Mm-hmm.
They are moving up the hill, and they may actually end up coming in behind Waguli and Armedi.
All right, looks like phase 2 is now the legal play area. They have 5 minutes to comply or face disqualification. So phase 2 is officially open, and the rest of the players in phase 1 have 5 minutes to get in there, or they will be DQ'd. So these players are really going to have to make a move really soon.
Absolutely.
And it looks like Jamjar and Blackout heading up this tree line right across from Mr. Shades and Summit. I'm not sure if they've been spotted.
I cannot tell if Mr. Shades has eyes on him. Looks like Summit and Mr. Shades trying to play it very, very safe right now. Though, if they look that direction, Jamjar and Mr. Blackout would be easily spotted. It was very, very close for them.
Yeah, it looks like they're about 200 meters out, though. I don't think they were spotted. I don't think we're going to see them run into each other at this time. Oh, shots fired. Armedi,
like,
Wigolo, and Allie.
Yes, absolutely. That fight that we saw brewing earlier has erupted, and it looks like 2MG and Cortex on the run.
Yeah, I don't see any shots that have landed just yet. They may be out of breath, and their shots may be just like a little potato right now. As Allie and Cortex are going to be leaving the area, I think they're going to be safe.
Agreed, and these 2 players, Waguli and Armedi, they've been playing well so far, but they're going to have to be very careful because they have other players coming in behind them because of the shots they've heard.
Yeah, it looks like they're taking a few Hail Mary shots, 200 or 300 meters out. I don't think they're connecting. At this point, I think they're going to realize they might just be wasting ammo and giving away their position, with Psy Syndicate coming up less than 150 meters behind him as well. Hearing those shots clearly, he could come right up behind these guys and take them out.
While we wait on that, I'm going to jump in with Elohim here. He and Clam Taco braving things and going into town, trying to get some loot. They're looking for anything they can get their hands on right now. And they are showing their desperation. They need some stuff.
Yep, looks like Psy Syndicate is closing the gap, less than 45 meters away from the 2 players in front of him, Armedi and Wiggaloo. This is, oh, Psy Syndicate's lining up on Armedi right now. He's taking his time. He does not take the shot. He's waiting for a more clear opportunity. He does see them, and they are completely unaware.
Wow.
Here we go. Shots fired.
Opening up and has missed everything?
I do believe he missed all of his shots. I think if he's rocking the SKS right after those movements, he's clearly out of breath.
Absolutely.
It's really unfortunate. Armedi and Wiggaloo both opening up on him right now.
This is a very, very, very crazy situation as the tables have turned on Psy Syndicate. He wasn't able to land his shots, probably trying to throw shots a little too early while he was still shaky. Gonna have to be careful because Waguli and Armedi have been set up. They have their breath mostly caught. They're gonna be able to make much better shots. Crazy firefight here.
Rapid fire. And yeah, it looks like Cat has caught up.
Psy Syndicate took some shots. I saw a little blood there.
Looks like it just ruined his torso item, and he's not bleeding though. Both these groups exchanging fire.
He's doing all right and deciding to back off a bit.
This is an amazing flurry of blows with no actual hits landing, except for it looks like Armedi did take some damage. He is bandaging right now.
Cat going in for a flank, and Psy Syndicate landing shots on Waguli, breaking the legs of Waguli. That's not going to be good, and it looks like Waguli may even be passed out right now.
Oh, this is really bad for Waguli. Is Armedi going to take a chance and try to clean these guys up, or is he going to go and try to bandage his teammate?
Very, very nice
actually perished.
Recovery from Psy Syndicate there as well.
Absolutely. And looks like Thaddeus is also going to be a factor coming in pretty soon as well. Not sure. And getting eyes on Cat, Psy Syndicate's teammate, is he doing a long flank? I see him out in the distance, out east.
Yeah, that appears to be what's going on. Try to get an angle on these guys. Waguli and Armedi, though, he may not know that he has Waguli down.
And I'm hearing other fights erupt as well in the distance. Do you want to stick with this action? I'll go check out and see what's happening over there.
All right, will do. Looks like Armedi going down, actually. Psy Syndicate taking out Armedi and Waguli. Wow, nice cleanup there. Things were shaky at first, but recovered and came in strong, taking out both players. 1v2. Very, very nice play there by Psy Syndicate.
Oh, and it looks like Summit just took out Jamjar and Mr. Blackout. Summit is bleeding profusely. He did shotgun that entire team down with Mr. Shades as backup.
Wow, Summit
so
doing
Jamjar
work
and
with that
are
shotgun.
Down. Absolutely. So Waguli and Armedi are dead, as well as Blackout and Jamjar.
Recover. We're going to jump over here to our bio. Who all we had die here? We had Mr. Blackout and Jamjar, as we saw there. Unfortunately, both getting gunned down by Summit shotgun. We also saw Waguli and Armedi go down from Psy Syndicate. The numbers are dwindling. They are dwindling.
Man, that was some intense action from both of those groups, and both teams in either situation came out intact, fully eliminating the enemy team. Very fortunate for them.
Appears here that we also have Thaddeus that may have taken some rounds in the fight, possibly knocked out and holding on for dear life, hoping that he can recover, but it's not looking good.
Yeah, not sure what happened to Thaddeus. I did believe he was just kind of out there in the field taking a kind of a camping posture while waiting to see how the gunfight played out, but yeah, he is down. Very unfortunate for Thaddeus.
But he's back up. He has recovered. He's bleeding. He's going to need to bandage soon. But he recovered. Very, very smart of him to wait it out.
Oh my god. I did not see that coming.
Unbelievable for sure. Wow.
He's bleeding right. If someone popped him right in the nose, and he is just bleeding right out of there, gallons at a time.
But he's good. He's recovered, and he's back on the run again. The question is, are Psy Syndicate and Cat going to spot him? And it looks like that will not happen. Psy Syndicate probably very, very excited he was able to handle those players as well as he did here in the street line.
Now, all players are supposed to be in phase 2 right now. A lot of them still very far behind. Hopefully they catch up very, very soon before they get any kind of penalties.
We may have something here between Summit and Shades, and also Strippin and ItMeJP. Looks like Strippin has gotten eyes on Summit and Shades, but poor Strippin doesn't have a weapon, and I do not know about ItMeJP. Looks like he is well, he has a CR, maybe he does not have any ammo.
Wow, in addition, Sentry and Kongfan with a really close encounter with Clam Taco. A couple melee swings were had, but then they separated, avoiding a fight for now. Unbelievable, all the different actions really brewing up right now. I'm not sure where to focus.
Absolutely. Now I'm in close with 2MG and Cortex. They are working on healing up, getting the food that they need. That is all of these players. I'm going to zoom in here and kind of give you an idea of where they are around the map. As you can see, this is Cabanino. This is the town we're talking about. And Summit and Shades in this area. ItMeJP Strippin in this area. Many of our players, as we discussed, heading from this wooded area over here into this area near the airfield to try to last into the later stages. We saw Thaddeus coming around this way, and Sai Syndicate and Cat up in this area. So that's to give you guys an idea of where some of these players are on the map in Phase 2.
Yep, Sidearms and Thaddeus both on their own, making their way towards Phase 2, albeit very slowly. Sidearms is crawling right now. I'm not sure if he just took an injury from that zombie he was fighting or not. He may have broken his legs, or he may just be trying to be very sneaky. I'm not sure. I don't see blood on his legs, so he may just be kind of, taking a nap.
And Cortex, who we were watching earlier, and in the same tree line with Summit and Mr. Shades right now. We could see something happen if Cortex and 2MG decide to push up. Summit and Mr. Shades near untouchable at this point. They have completely destroyed everyone that has gotten in their path.
Right, and Cortex and Alley coming up the road right behind Thaddeus, less than 70 meters away. They are going full throttle down this road, and I do think they're going to run into them very shortly. Into Thaddeus.
And a chance
movement
my. There. Thaddeus going outside in the other direction. Unbelievably, not one player was spotted by another.
I don't know what I just saw. Like, that was perfect movement by Thaddeus, either by sheer luck or will. And he completely avoided that group and probably his death. Unfortunately, Thaddeus is coming right up on Sidearms now. Sidearms still prone. Just down the road, less than 30 meters away, with a zombie in tow on Thaddeus. He is going to be spotted by Sidearms. Sidearms silently just watching.
Choosing to play it safe for now, appears.
Letting him move on. With the zombie, unfortunately, coming right towards Sidearms. Oh, no. Alright, his legs appear to be fine.
It appears he's going to have to fight this zombie now that Thaddeus unknowingly dragged on him. And 2MG and Cortex have gotten eyes on Sidearms. Cortex opening fire, and Sidearms going to have to try to run and escape. Finding the zombie out in the open, he was spotted.
Oh my. Not sure when Alley and Cortex decided to turn around. They're going to have him open in the field here with Thaddeus just down as well. We could see a huge fight here.
2MG wanting to go in for that pickaxe kill, circling like a vulture. Going in. The Sidearms even know that they're right behind.
It's hard to try to capture all this action. Oh, shots fired. Sidearms is bleeding with a zombie in tow. Alley coming in for the pickaxe.
Wow.
One swing and a miss.
Cortex running and trying to reload. Sidearms trying to finish off Cortex with a pistol.
Looks like Cortex has got the moves, though.
He absolutely does. This is a absolute flurry of running and swinging and shots. Looks like the zombie's going to even join in. 2MG going in with the axe, Sidearm with the hatchet. What's going to happen here?
It's like a game of duck, duck, goose. I don't know what is happening. Two zombies have joined the play. Everyone almost is bleeding now except for Cortex. Cortex afraid to take a shot in fear of hitting his teammate.
2MG landing hits on Sidearm still. Sidearms.
Another zombie has joined the fight.
Zombies for days.
I don't know what to say about
Mr.
this right
Shades
now.
has moved in right outside. He and Summit may move in and clean this whole mess up.
Oh my god. We have 3 different teams in play now. Shades and Summit going for sniping positions, taking pot shots. Alley is down. Oh no, Sidearm's running still right after Cortex. This is amazing.
2MG taking shots and going down, not dead yet, but passed out. Sidearm still bleeding profusely, trying to get away. It looks like Summit and Mr. Shades have really broken up the party here.
Oh my. Looks like they're finishing off Alley. I didn't catch to see if they executed her body or not.
She is down. She is dead.
She is down. Alright, well, looks like Summon and Shades are going to move back down that tree line, maybe dispatch these zombies that are pursuing, and Cortex may be running right into the clutches of Syndicate, running right behind the house they're in. I don't think that they're aware, though.
It looks like they're not.
Just across the street.
Yeah, Thaddeus doing a little bit of eating here. We saw him passed out. That means he was probably low blood. Let's check that really quick and see what his status is as far as blood goes. Looks like he is starting to heal up a bit, so good for him.
All right, looks like these guys are spread out. Sidearm's running away from the barn area with the zombie on him as well. And everybody else is a little bit spread out. Not really sure what's going on the other side of the world here. I want to go take a look at that really quick.
While these players here are waiting, doing a bit of food eating, we're going to check out some more of our bios here of our players that we have left. JP. When asked about his teammate, I don't know what he's saying sometimes, but I trust him with all my heart. And I'm hearing some gunshots. It looks like,
I'm not sure. Clam Taco looks like he was killed by Sentry and Kong Fan.
Looks like sidearms taking shots from Mr. Shades and Summit. Summit possibly out of ammo, having to back off. And Mr. Shades may have landed the kill here on sidearms. Looks like that is indeed the case. Sidearms is done. Mr. Shades.
And with the execution.
And Summit absolutely destroying competition right now.
Terrifying combo of these guys. They're going to have to take these zombies out really quick, but yeah, they're putting forward a stellar performance. And it looks like Team Syndicate, still occupying this building right now, taking their time. Cortex and Thaddeus still both spread out. Don't think we're going to see any action from those two just yet. This is really developing very quickly. With Sacriel and Break still out in the open, got a lot of cover, and armed to the teeth and just waiting. Yeah,
you can tell that they have their eyes on the tree lines up ahead. They want to head into that position. They want to be ready for the transition into Phase 3. They're preparing for it, but they're very, very smart players. Very smart. They're taking their time, doing whatever they need to do to ensure their safety and that they get there no problem.
Yep, looks like we got Elohim sorting through some loot right now. Maybe even dropping his profile a little bit, ditching a backpack right now. I'm not sure if he's just trying to slim down the profile or, you know, not have a flashy orange backpack when he runs into the third phase later. And Shorty Guy right at the Northwest Airfield gates, just camping as well and waiting the clock out.
Looks like Break and Sacriel closing in very, very quickly on JP and Strippin'. We may see something happen between these players here. They're just up the hill from him a bit. Surely they'll spot him. They're just laying out in the field for now. Possibly, it looks like they're both passed out.
Yeah,
possibly due to exhaustion. Not having enough food and water. Sacriel has noticed. He is inspecting things right now.
I wish I knew what happened here. I'm really baffled as to how this occurred. It looks like
they went out together.
Tentatively looking at their bodies, but trying to keep mobile at the same time. Not wanting to stand still. With Break covering him from the tree line about 150 meters out. Looks like he is going to go ahead and take a chance and loot these guys. Hopefully find some precious items to keep them alive. But again, we're not sure if they died from dehydration or starvation.
Yeah.
And I am seeing some possible server issues, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's fly back on over to town. Syndicate, Thaddeus, and Cortex all holding their positions. Everyone really taking it easy right now.
Yeah, it appears that we might be having some issues. While we wait on that to sort out, we'll read through the last that we have of some of these players.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so we finished up with JP. Next up in his team, Strippin'. Strippin', when asked about his teammate, Strippin' was killed in an H1Z1 car accident. JP remembers the heat of the flames and strives to stop history from repeating. Also, we'll jump over here and check out Elohim. Elohim, about himself. Elohim streams a variety of video games. It is not his birthday today. My fans will understand. When things get him down, he takes a shower so he doesn't know if he is crying or not. Elohim once saw Sacriel in makeup and it confused him sexually.
as does it all of us,
Yeah,
really.
absolutely.
And again, of course, these profile pictures, I can't tell if that on the ABJP, is that like a tuxedo that he was wearing?
It
A tuxedo
seems some
dress?
type of maid outfit.
And then Elohim, I'm really at a loss for words on if that's a mugshot for a woman in a miniskirt with his head and magnificent beard.
Absolutely. Also, White Boy, when asked about his teammate Panda that we saw go down earlier, Panda is the wind beneath my wings. And about himself, White Boy 7th Street is a white boy from 7th Street. He is known for being one of the greatest self-promoters of all time. Follow him on Twitch and Twitter for free money. All right, let's shut down the games. We're moving on. Free money. Woo!
All right, looks like I'm starting back up my client. We're going to wait to hear from the admins, I believe, on what the status of the servers are.
All right, and I will do the same.
Until then, if everyone wants to use a really quick restroom break or grab a drink, now is the time to do so. And just another shout out to our sponsors. Astro, very much thankful for the swag they've provided for the games today. And Smack, do you want to thank the other sponsor as well?
Yeah, Multiplay servers. They have provided us with our servers that we're playing on today. So thank you very much again, Multiplay.
Excellent.
All right,
guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and hop out for just 1 minute, and we'll be back with the action very soon, I believe.
Yeah, and if we continue with a little bit of this downtime, we still have more in our player information that we can read through. I was mostly reading about what they had to say about their teammates, but we can go back and cover some of the other information if we need to.
Sure.
Hey guys.
Hey.
So we're just getting the server up and running again. Just going to be another minute or two, and we will continue on.
All right, sounds good,
great.
man. Thanks for the update.
Yep, no worries.
All right, so as you guys heard, we're just going to wait out the server restart here. We're going to be moving into Phase 3, and I'll go ahead and pull up our map. We'll talk about and show Phase 2 again, and what these players are going to want to be doing in and on their way to Phase 3. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the map that we were looking at a bit before. Same map with the circle. This is Phase 2 that we're looking at right here inside of the circle that all these players have been running around in. We saw a lot of mayhem here around Cabanino. A lot of deaths up in the tree lines here as well. And these players, as I said, they're going to be moving this direction up these tree lines to make it right along the edge of this. They're going to have a couple decisions here once they transfer into Phase 3. And that will be mostly right or left. Which way do you go? Do you want to go down this side of the airfield, which there is a bit more cover, there is more woodline as you can see, or possibly head this way where maybe there will be less commotion, maybe there'll be less players. In the end, the goal is this patch of tents right here at the very end of the airfield. That will be where things go down, where all the players will meet up, the ones that are left, and we'll see what happens. That will be where the event will be decided.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very exciting, and trying to see which groups are going to try to prep on the overlap between phases 2 and 3, and who's going to maybe set up shop and hopefully just try to end the game decisively right there as people try to funnel into phase 3 through that gap where they meet.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Also to see who decides to go left and who's going to go right down the hangars, and I just think it's going to be really interesting to see what decisions are made. Agreed,
and especially you can see a huge dynamic in some of these players, looking at a lot of players that choose to go, they want to make sure that they're there in the end, and that's whenever they're going to open up their box and get to work. Some of these players that we've seen, like Summit and Shades, they have played very confidently the whole time, and they've been very aggressive as well, just running in on people, doing work with their weaponry.
Absolutely, and as we all know, Sacrilyn Break, this is pretty much where they grew up. Wondering if they're going to have any kind of advantage. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I mean, they'll know. They will absolutely, as you said, they know this area very, very well. So if they get the right equipment in their hands, they're going to be able to do some damage. That's for certain.
Yeah, I'm also interested to see if there's any weapon upgrades happening when they get here. I think even we are not 100% familiar with what loot is going to be located at the airfield, and I think it could really up their game if someone gets their hands on an automatic weapon at any time.
Yeah, absolutely. There's several different parts throughout the airfield here. The hangars are here. You have several different military buildings around this area. You have a barracks here on this side and this side as well. There's a lot of loot leading up to the tents, which will also have a lot of loot themselves.
Absolutely. So while we wait for the server to get back up and everyone to get back in, how you doing, man? How's your day going?
I'm doing great, man. This is honestly, I've been really enjoying this. It's been a lot of fun. I having time to commentate the games with you. I mean, it's been incredible, and we get to see so many wonderful players, all who run great streams themselves or run great YouTube channels. Such a culmination of a lot of talent. Just very happy to be here. Absolutely.
Yeah, me as well. I mean, never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd be able to be this much participant in this event, It was always a dream to maybe be able to play in it myself, and I did have a chance to play in the quarters and the semis, but I think commentating and being able to see the action from our unique perspective has just been amazing, and I'm really happy to be a part of the Survivor Games team, and seeing how this evolves and just grows in the next few months ahead. And I think it's just going to be awesome.
Absolutely. Had the chance to talk with Dean at the beginning. It's always nice to hear his input and how excited he has been about the games.
Oh yeah, I was fangirling a little bit, a little nervous.
Absolutely. Dean, he seems like such a great guy, always, too.
Right, it was PAX Prime last year. I was exiting the convention, walking back to my hotel, and I see Sacriel, Shannon, Dean Hall, and a few other people, and I just had that striking moment of, do you just stop and say, hey, huge fan, Dean, lovely to meet you, do you even tell him who you are? Is he going to care who you are right now? Of course he will, but you don't know that. He's such a kind guy, but when you're just sitting there all nervous and shit, yeah, it was a really tough moment. I kind of awkwardly said hello and just moved on, but it's just amazing that these guys are so awesome, such huge members of the community. It's just so exciting to meet everybody.
Agreed. Well, while we're waiting on the server still to come up, I'm going to read through a bit more of our player profiles. We'll check out the guys that are left and maybe talk a bit about how they will need to proceed further.
All right, and it looks like we're getting some new information from one of the admins, actually. Let me go ahead and try to act on that right now, and hopefully we'll be back in game pretty soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Okay, we are joining the server now.
All right, looks like we are back in. Gonna be waiting for all the contestants who are still survived to be in here, and it looks like they're all loading in right now. I imagine we'll be getting this underway very shortly.
Agreed. So, again, while we wait, we'll try again here, and we'll talk through some of these players that are still alive and what they may be looking to do as things proceed here. We've got Silent Sentry and Anthony Kongfan, Sacriel, Break, Shorty Guy, Summit and Shades, Psy Syndicate, Cat, Cortex, Itme JP, Strippin, Elohim, White Boy, and Thadrius. So we'll jump in. Let's read what Sentry has to say about himself. Full-time streamer and full-time father of two, having only started streaming 11 months ago. He's come a very long way, and thanks to the support of his awesome community. Silent Sentry is a variety streamer that mainly focuses on survival games and chat interaction. Expect to see anything from role-playing to PvP to dancing horses while in his live stream.
Yeah, Silent runs a great cast, and definitely love that little dance he does with a, dare I call it, the stripper pole he has set up in his room. I think it's a very, very unique idea, and every time he gets a sub, it's a delight to watch. Absolutely.
And also his teammate, Anthony Kong fan, about himself. Hello all. Where to start? I'm a born and raised ninja from Kansas City. Ever since I was in diapers, I was in love with video games. It wasn't until around the time Diablo 1 and Red Alert came out that I became a full-on PC player. I'm 6 foot tall and also suffered a horrible tornado incident which ripped off all the sleeves of my shirts. Therefore, I am left with only tank tops.
Yeah, every t-shirt he seems to get, even some of the stuff he got at PAX South when we had an opportunity to hang out with him, it all just kind of magically loses their sleeves, and it turns into these magic tank tops that he keeps rocking on stream. I think it's quite hilarious.
Well, hopefully for him, his pet squirrel and 20 chicken nuggets survive, and he's able to acquire those again from his teammate.
Absolutely. And just as for humor's sake, I'm in game right now, kind of following on Psy Syndicate and Cat, and it looks like they've found perfectly matching outfits. Psy Syndicate joking that he's going to commit suicide right here. Would be terribly unfortunate if he clicked that mouse button on mistake.
Well, while we wait on the countdown from these players, I'm going to continue next up with Sacriel. When talking about himself, the British used to rule the world. Now we just rule the teen obesity leaderboard in Europe. It's about time Britain won something worthwhile, and this is it for the Queen.
Oh man, that is good. That is good.
Oh, and looking good in that picture as well.
Yeah, Sacriel always has that way of looking extremely dapper and proper in every photo. I don't think he's ever had a bad photo.
And his teammate Break from Manchester, England. So I'm used to doing a fair bit of looting when it comes handy in DayZ. Also pretty good at running, mostly away from people. Broken a total of 7 bones while racing motocross, which is where the name Break comes from. Doesn't get along with people role-playing unless they're farmers, but that's where I draw the line.
Ouch. Broken bones. I mean, I've experienced that a few times, but that does not sound pleasant.
All right, next up is Shorty Guy. My name is Shorty Guy, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. My real name is Guy, and yes, that is what it says on my driver's license and birth certificate. It's Italian, and my grandpa's name, my parents weren't lazy. My stream is twitch.tv/ShortyGuy with 2 Y's in Shorty.
Oh, man. That was good. Good old Shorty Guy.
We've already read all of Summit, so we will check out Shades here. I live in Texas and love everything related to firearms. It doesn't matter if that's shooting real ones or racking up the kills in DayZ. I've been playing DayZ ever since the mod came out, and I've always been a bandit. It never fails to keep me alive.
All right, it looks like we're getting a standby. At the conclusion of this countdown, action will resume. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and it looks like we're going to be starting very momentarily. 4, 3, 2, 1, and action is resumed.
Let's get to it. Speaking of Summit and Shades, I'm going to jump in with these guys first. They're taking cover, kind of getting back in line where they were before. As we saw, they've just been doing very, very, very well together this entire event.
Absolutely, and looks like Sacriel and Break where they left off. Sacriel going back into the woods to meet up with Break right now. I think they're going to kind of pool their resources and kind of decide their next move. And Thaddeus, Cortex still spread out where they were last we saw them, with Team Syndicate up in that rooftop building just down the street.
Strippin and JEP seeming to, they're gonna go for it. They're gonna hope something works out here. We'll have to see how this develops for certain.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to make of this.
And while they are there, let's go check in. Not too far away is Elohim, alone. His partner has been killed. Looks like he has a double barrel shotgun and he's scoping out this tree line, moving up and down, watching for other players, taking his time, being smart. Let's see how well that will move him into the airfield area. And while we're on it, we'll go ahead and check in with Anthony and Silent Sentry here, both inside of the same tree, just kind of waiting things out, waiting for these other players to move up, and everybody is ready and waiting to move into phase 3.
All right, and getting some updated information as well in case we missed it before. Clam Taco has perished and has joined the deceased. And still looking right now, looks like everyone's being very, very passive. Not sure, looks like Cortex, and actually it looks like we may be experiencing some server difficulty once again. Unfortunately.
Agreed. All right. Well, while we wait word on this, we will try once again to finish up these guys that are playing. The information that they have for us will continue on.
All right, sounds good. I'll go ahead and keep heads down here and see if I can connect with our admins to see what the latest steps are going to be.
Okay, we finished up last with Shades, and I believe we've read everything from Psy Syndicate, so we'll jump in here with Cat. Cat about himself. First of all, I sleep way too much. My record is 32 hours in a row after doing a 29-hour stream with Lewis / Psy Syndicate. My normal stream sleep per night is around 10 to 18 hours. No clue how this works. My body is broken. I can do impulsive stuff, good and bad. I would kill for tacos. I'm known for my Asian accent from Psy Syndicate and Frankie's videos. DayZ RP, Armor 3, and so on. Lewis was the one that got me into streaming, and with his support, I managed to get my own channel going.
Well, that was quite lovely, and it looks like we have Soma joining us. Soma, do you have some news for us?
Yeah, sorry about the servers, guys. I know it kind of sucks. It's breaking the immersion and whatnot, but we are getting it up and running again, and we're doing our best. So thanks for the patience, and I'll let you guys know when we're ready to go.
All right, and can you just confirm really quick? Are we going to be the same information that Shannon posted a bit ago with the Switch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, continuing on to Cortex, about Cortex. I'm Gabe, aka Cortex, age 19, 5'10", 130 pounds of lean muscle. I just look skinny, Kappa. I'm a fun, free-spirited guy who likes making other people laugh. My streams are usually just a bunch of friends having a great time, making a fool out of ourselves. Also, lots of yelling, so if you like that, then my channel is perfect for you.
Oh, that's delightful. And Allie's first sub, correct?
Right.
That's a really cool story that Allie brought in her first ever sub to be a partner when she could pick any of the other big streamers out there that would line up to be with her. I think that is just a classy move.
Agreed. Agreed. That's very cool.
It looks like we're hopping back into the server again. Looks like everybody else is starting to log back in as well. I figure we should be underway very, very shortly.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and jump in here as well. And while we are waiting on the countdown, we'll finish out It Me JP's description about himself. I'm a YouTuber / Twitch streamer whose primary content is playing D&D and other tabletop games. I used to work full-time for MLG and was a StarCraft 2 commentator for events like MLG and BlizzCon. Elizabethan Cowboys was formed when my friend and former teammate betrayed me, so I enlisted the help of self-proclaimed British guy Strippin. Despite the obvious language barrier, we still guarantee shit will get done. I'm jealous of Sam's good looks, but we all know he's dumb as dirt, which is why I'm the brain of the team.
Oh, that is absolutely good, and I do love their name. Elizabethan Cowboys. Rocking that tux dress. I don't know how else to
That's a
describe
very,
it.
very, very nice maid outfit there.
That's beautiful. It's beautiful.
With the eyes closed, too. You can't forget that part.
Yeah. Not sure. I'm at a loss of words for what to say about that. It's just like the cutest picture I've ever seen of a man.
Agreed. Stripping about himself, the fabled Englishman with the silver tongue and a Survivor MMO veteran. Viewers of his Twitch channel will know Strippin prides himself on his ability to talk his way out of pretty much any situation through lying and meticulous role-playing before betraying everyone he knows and loves. Looking mighty strong there with that shotgun.
Oh, he looks smooth. He looks really smooth. Again, in a great cosplay type of apocalypse clothing type setting. I think he did really well.
Agreed, agreed. All right, well, I do believe there are a few, maybe more down here that we didn't read through, even though these players are eliminated. I'm just continuing to wait for the countdown before things get kicked off here again with these players. Giant Waffle. We did not read through his description about himself earlier. 145 pounds of raw, lean muscle. Voted second nicest hair on Twitch. Favorite game is Farming Simulator. And look at that picture. Look at that picture. That is incredible. That is just art. That's beautiful.
And we were talking earlier, and that hands down wins for best profile picture of the entire tournament, in my opinion.
Agreed.
If I had to play a favorite.
Agreed, agreed.
That is just it's just delightful.
His partner, both remember these guys are players that were eliminated. Dan's Gaming. I've been a variety streamer on Twitch for over 5 years and moonlight as an erotic dancer.
And yep, with that beautiful, beautiful face and mugshot, I could see him getting a ton of business in that field.
Looks like we are getting our countdown. Things are just about to be back underway. And they are a go. Let's jump back in here with some of our players outside of Cabinino, or around Cabinino rather. Thadrius, as we saw earlier, he was in the process of recovering from his close situation that he had. Looks like he's watching the door here at the beginning, being very cautious, careful. Doesn't want anybody to come storming in off the bat, and we have Psy Syndicate and Cat very close by, as you said before. Still in the house that they were in as well. Choosing to just hold up for a bit.
Last time I was checking in on them, they were just doing some shenanigans and kind of being really lighthearted about the whole situation. Are they still flipping each other off in there, or what's going on?
It looks like they've calmed things down a bit, though they do have the same clothing, which will be nice for them as things close out, because they're going to be able to identify each other really well. This is a very nice setup for both of these.
Right, and they got a PU scoped Mosin and an SKS. I think that's just a dynamic combo to have going into the last stage. I think they're going to do really well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously for the distance shots, the Mosin is a really, really great weapon, very, very powerful. But that SKS, up close, semi-automatic, that's the kind of weapon that will do great work, along with the shotgun at the tents at the very end.
Absolutely. Checking in on Break in Sacriel. Just taking their time still. Break rocking that repeater, which has been doing some good work lately in the tournament and just in the game itself. And Sacriel still running around with his CR. And hopefully, and unfortunately, it looks like we're running into a little bit more issues. Hopefully it's going to recover on its own.
Looks like we might be having some more issues, yes.
Well, definitely want to take this time again to get a big shout out to Astro for providing the swag for today's tournament. Thank you guys very much for letting us put on this wonderful, wonderful tournament.
Agreed, and we'll go ahead and show those prizes again for the first, second, and third place teams. All right.
Yeah, I think I'd really like to get my hands on one of those Scout backpacks with all the
Absolutely.
swag inside for that first place winter prize. That looks amazingly
It
fun.
does look good. First place, A40 audio system, the A38 headsets, Scout backpack with miscellaneous survival gear. That's going out to the team that finishes in first. Second, getting the A40 headset alone, A30 headset, and the Scout backpack as well. And third, getting the A38 headset and the Scout backpack. Oh man, that gear looks so nice as well.
Yep, looks very, very sexy. And we're going to wait for word from the admins to see where we're going to go next. Hopefully we'll have some information for you guys very soon. Please bear with us.
We may be trying to discuss more of these players and their positions, where they may want to go here in just a moment. Go ahead and jump back over to our phase map here. Phase 3. This is the phase that will be coming up very, very soon. As you guys can see, we were checking this out a bit ago. Let's check out some of the positions of the players that we know and what we may think that they're going to be doing once they get back in and off to the races. First of all, I'm going to check in with in the area of Summit and Shades. As we saw, they're in this area here, in this tree line right here. And phase 2, which will cover this area, will be up soon. They're going to probably need to move into this tree line. It'll be interesting to see if they want to stick to this side of the airfield or if they want to stick to this wood line over here. And hello?
Hey guys.
Hey.
Soma here. Yeah, so the server's kind of getting choked out a little bit, as you guys can probably tell. We have a backup plan, though. We're moving into it now. Everything should be good to go in just a couple minutes. Thanks again for the patience. Cheers.
Thanks,
All right,
man.
thank you for that update, Soma.
All right, so as we were saying, that was Summit and Shades. We still have actually Anthony and Sentry that are over in this area. They're very, very close. As we were calling out from the beginning, some really smart players would make this move, get into this wood line, and wait for the move into phase 3. So they're prepared. Elohim as well in this tree line, very close to them, waiting for his time to move into phase 3. And not too far away, we have the area where Break and Sacriel will be hanging out. They're right over here in this wood line. And as they were headed down the road up here earlier, this road, they were eyeing this direction. So I'm assuming that may be where they're wanting to go. Either way, they just don't want to end up here caught in a fight with Summit and Shades, who are all in this tree line here. We obviously as well have Thadrius and Psy Syndicate and Cat all in town right in these areas. So it'll be interesting to see if there's something that erupts between those players and Summit and Shades, who have done very, very, very well up to this point and are in good shape to take it all the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for that, by the way. I think we might be getting an update from an admin here in just a minute. It looks like we are. Got some new information.
All right, guys, bear with us just a moment as we try to rejoin the server. Give us just a second here.
And yeah, while we're coming in, despite any frustration the players might be feeling right now, I really wonder how they're handling the pressure of moving into the late game, and wondering if it's really getting to them. If they're getting shaky hands, if they're getting extremely excited to see who's actually going to come out on top. I can't even imagine what they must be going through mentally preparing for that.
Agree. This is, as it seems, it's a very, very intense thing to go through for all players. So this brings out the shakes, this brings out the sweaty palms, and especially as you mentioned, all these players know that it's closing in. It's closing in on time to go. They are going to have to put their skills to the test here very, very soon in phase 3 and go for the close.
All right, looks like we're getting back in the game here. Gonna make sure everyone else is getting logged in. Gonna test out our tools here, make sure everything is working.
Absolutely.
Looks like a lot of the players have made their way back in. Got Cortex, Psy, and Cat. Thaddeus should be along very soon. Summit and Shades. So we got Silent and Kong Fan logged in as well. Sacriel and Break. It looks like we're doing pretty well here. We should be getting underway very, very soon.
These players are all on hold for now until our countdown begins. So we'll just check in with them. You guys can get an idea of where they're hanging out again, where they're going to be headed, seeing this on yourself on the screen, and where they may end up.
All right, looks like a few other people loaded in. Still looks like we're waiting on Thaddeus to rejoin the game. And I'm not sure who else we're missing currently. Yep, looks like Thaddeus just popped in as well. It looks like everyone is getting in.
Summon Mr. Shades just holding up, waiting. They are in this tree line as they were before, with their nice gear. As we saw earlier, Mr. Shades was able to acquire Mosin. Looks like he's got some nice gear. And I believe Summit's still rocking his shotgun. No, he has switched to a Blaze, it looks like. May have picked up some ammo from a body somewhere, but it looks like he's going to go on with the Blaze.
And this is the first I'm noticing it. Cortex with the Blaze on his back, but also a Longhorn equipped in his hands right now. I haven't seen one of those fired yet in the tournament, but I think that would be an amazing kill to catch live on camera. Nice snipe with the Longhorn with that beautiful sound that it makes.
Agreed, and he is in a position to do so as well. He's over town where there are some players, so we may see something like that happen.
Yeah, Thaddeus rocking the flare gun right now. While prone in this building, I'm pretty sure the flare gun can actually knock you out with a headshot. I'm not sure if you've ever experienced that yourself. But that'd be a very funny thing to see if you actually tried to fire that at a player.
Absolutely.
And it looks like the timer is beginning, where action is going to resume in 7 seconds. Here we go.
All right, let's get back to it.
3, 2, 1, and action is live once again, everyone. We apologize for the technical difficulties. We're going to see if we can stay in through the end here and wrap up a great game so far.
Absolutely, it has been wonderful. Tons of action, tons of great players as well, and it's just been really, really great to this point. I can't wait to see how things end up.
Yeah, the only players I see moving right now, looks like Summit and Shades are gearing up to make a move. Everyone else is kind of holding still, probably just making sure that we're not having any issues before they decide to risk moving away from their hidey holes.
Well, then I'm certain we'll see a transition into Phase 3 very soon, so that's when things will definitely get heated again.
Absolutely. Looks like Ellaheim just circling his tree line here, trying to decide if he's going to make a move. Kong Fan and Silent Sentry just sitting tight for now. Ellaheim does look like he's going to move down that tree line towards the airfield. Getting kind of brave, maybe trying to position himself to be one of the first guys to get some of that military loot.
Yeah, I was about to say, Summit and Shades continuing their aggressive play. They're on the move. They are closing in on the airfield now. They're preparing. They know Phase 3 change is coming very soon, and they're going to be there and waiting.
Yep, they got some nice cover and concealment right here in these bushes. Probably going to look back on town behind them and see if any players are slowly going to move that direction as well. See if they can take out some players with an easy ambush in this brush here in this tree line before they move on. Not sure if they're going to get any willing participants, though, as Thaddeus, Cortex, and Team Psy Syndicate still holding their positions firm, not wanting to budge first.
Looks like Sacriel has moved back down to the bodies of Strippin and Itme JP again. He's trying to figure out what's going on between these players, I assume. Though I think he was trying to loot them before, now he hasn't decided, and as you can see, with the great players they are, Break up in the wood line, he is there and ready to cover in case things go haywire here.
All right, and it looks like Cortex is getting some bravery. He is moving down that tree line closing in on Thaddeus' house, less than 60 meters away. Looks like he might be posting up for now, but I think he is geared up and mentally ready to make a charge.
And it looks like he has aggroed a zombie as well, so this would be an opportunity for Thaddeus to step out of the house, though he may be trying to play it safe and wait for the phase 3 change.
Absolutely. A lot of these players terrified to make a mistake in these like final moments of the game and get knocked out and potentially lose out of the top 3 positions. I think everyone really, really wants to play it safe right now, and I don't blame them. And here comes that zombie. Slowly clocking in on Cortex. Hopefully he takes him out silently and no one is the wiser of this little encounter, but if he has to fire a shot, I think we might see a lot of stuff erupt here really soon.
I'm in with Cortex first person. Handles the zombie no problem.
Like a pro. Took him out. One hit with that axe.
Looks like he's going to need to bandage, though. Maybe he took a hit that we did not notice.
I did not. That is unfortunate, but hopefully it won't be detrimental to the rest of the game for him. Looks like he's recovered very quickly.
We can go ahead and cycle through as well and check the blood on all these players and see where they're sitting and how that may affect them in the later stages. Cortex sitting at 4,200 blood, just a little under 4,300 blood. We'll jump up here to the top of the list. Anthony Kong Fan, 5,000 blood, great shape, great shape. Break, 5,000 blood. Elohim, 5,000 blood. It Me JP on 1.48. Probably going to be seeing him leave very, very soon. Stripping at 0.02. Those guys probably died to lack of food and water, I'm assuming. Size Syndicate, just a little under 5,000, and Cat, 5,000. Check in with
Summit. Development, actually, really quick.
Okay.
Thaddeus exited his house, looped down the road right in front of Cortex, and then came back in. Now Sacriel is coming right up to Thaddeus' house from behind, and Syndicate have also moved into the food house across the street from where they were previously located. I think we might see some action here pretty soon. Yeah,
we may be seeing Sacriel moving into town to maybe get different weaponry or some more ammo or possibly food or water.
Possibly, but it just seems like all 4 of these players have decided to make a move. Thaddeus headed way out in the opposite direction. Is that Cortex taking a shot at him? That is indeed. Cortex took one blaze shot. Looks like he missed Thaddeus, but Thaddeus is running around like crazy. Got a zombie aggro as well, and Cortex is going to fall back after reloading.
Though he does have that zombie aggro, it looks like Thaddeus will be alright. He is out in the open and may get spotted, but he may not have any players run after him. He'll definitely be wanting to take care of that zombie as soon as possible, though.
Absolutely, and Sacriel narrowly probably missing the attention of Syndicate and Cat. Running around here with no weapons in his hands. Probably extremely nervous right now.
Yeah, it appears that he has a CR and possibility that he did not find any ammo for it.
Oh man, that's gonna be really rough for him. He may have to just rely on his teammate to drop another player and get equipped that way.
It looks like he did spot the zombie that was aggroed on Thaddeus, so it looks like he might be alerting Break that there's somebody near the pond. We may see Break move over and try to take out Thaddeus here.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a great spot by Sacriel, and I think that's exactly right. I think Break is going to see Thaddeus come out in the open any minute here.
He was looking that direction, but I can't tell if he spotted Thaddeus moving. Let's jump in with him first person really quick. It looks like he's looking right in the direction of Thaddeus, so with the repeater, a nice weapon, even at range, it will be able to take out players. Shoots very good. So if Thaddeus presents a shot, we may see him go down to the repeater that Break has.
Perhaps, and that zombie did kind of run right in front of Break's LOS. So I think Break is suspecting that Thaddeus is in this barn right now. That zombie go ahead and pick aggro back up. I'm wondering if he's going to move in. Sacriel leading the charge, though. I'm not sure what he's going to do if he faces Thaddeus without a weapon in his hands.
Let's jump in with Sacriel first person as he starts his pursuit of Thaddeus.
Yep, Thaddeus is still running as fast as he can, not stopping for that zombie. Unfortunately, if he doesn't take care of it, it's just going to be a trail, like a breadcrumb. for Sacriel and Break to follow until they ultimately catch up with him and kill him.
Absolutely, and especially because it didn't appear that Thaddeus had much in the way of weaponry, so this is a very, very terrible situation for him to be caught in right now.
Yep, it looks like he's just going to keep on running, and I don't think they're going to catch up with him. Unless it looks like, is he going to loop back around? No. Yep, looks like he'll continue on. I don't think this is going to be a factor anytime soon.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see if Sacriel and Break are going to give up on this, or if they're just going to continue to pursue. That's one thing you have to be careful of. Remember that none of these players know where the other players that are still alive are at. So they need to be careful. They can't just blindly charge and follow Thaddeus because they have no idea where these other players are. And as you can see, Sacriel playing it smart now. He knows this. He knows that this is a big wooded area, and there's a high likelihood of other players in here, so he's being very careful. Break moving up. He's waiting for his gunman here to move up, and it looks like Sacriel now drawing the aggro on the zombie, though he has a melee weapon and will take care of it very quickly.
Yep, and as well, back in town, Cortex aggroing more zombies and taking them out. And Team Syndicate still just kind of holding their position, so gonna stick with Break and Sacriel. See if they do catch up with Thaddeus and maybe look a little bit ahead at Silent, Elohim, and Ninja, the Ninja, as well, Anthony Kong fan, and see what they're up to.
Sacriel and Break still pursuing. They're not giving up. They're bloodhounds after Thaddeus right now.
Well, they're gonna have to hurry. Thaddeus has got almost 300 meters on him, and it doesn't look like he has any sign of wanting to quit anytime soon. The question here will be Thaddeus himself. I know we were mentioning Sacriel and Break, but the possibility of Thaddeus doing the same, running and into other players that are up on the hill, as you can see. Elohim and Sentry not too far away, and Anthony, as you stated, they're there and waiting. If he ends up running into them, it could be the end for him very quickly. Yep, Thaddeus did kind of hold for just a minute and change course. Sacriel's right, nipping on his heels with Break, maybe lining up for a really long Hail Mary shot. I'm not sure if he's going to take it or if they're going to try to collapse on him first and not waste ammunition. Oh, Thaddeus has stopped. Sacriel just eyeing the bush he's in right now, feeding information to Break. I think something's going to happen really soon here.
It looks like Thaddeus has eyes on Sacriel. He knows what's coming up. He's pulled out his flare gun. Though Sacriel doesn't know that it was a flare gun, apparently, dodging around. Now possibly has realized that it was just a flare gun.
Clansman, take me.
Here we go! It's going down right here.
Oh, and Break trying to take a pot shot. Thaddeus exclaiming that his partner is not playing by the rules. Not fair when they're trying to have a melee fight. But Break does not care, and he's still opening up fire.
Sacriel in hot pursuit with his melee weapon. He's looking to end things quickly for Thaddeus. That sledgehammer will do it. Gonna have to be very, very careful that they don't lead into another group of people, though.
I think that would be the best action yet, is a pursuit that gets taken in the wrong direction and ends up into a huge bloodbath. Maybe one that even Sacriel did not see coming, so unarmed as he is.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the thing. Hearing shots, that's a key to other players, not only on position, hey, we know there are players over there, but possibly, you know, moving in for a kill. There are some of these guys still playing very aggressive, as you see here. They're gonna try to thin the herd a bit and get themselves into one of those last three places.
Yep, Thaddeus seems to have lost his pursuer. Sacriel kind of giving up a little bit. Break was taking some pot shots at the end there. Probably not going to have a high likelihood of hitting, though, as he's firing that weapon from about 200 to 300 meters away from Thaddeus, but good attempts all the same.
I'm going to jump back over here to Cabanino with Size Syndicate and Cat. Both very geared, as we talked about earlier. They have a very nice setup. They've been playing well together. Remember, Size Syndicate moving in behind Armedi and Waguli, the players that had gotten their way here through the qualifiers. Very good players. They had done well through the entire game so far today. Psy Syndicate came up behind him, threw a few shots, missed, but was able to recover and take out both players. So he definitely is set to go, both he and Cat. They'll be definitely a threat as this comes to a close.
Yeah, a little bit of zombie aggro there. Nothing they can't handle. Killed him clean and quietly. Cortex could be a factor for them if he decides to move up pretty soon. But Cortex playing is very, very safe and very slow. Albeit, could be a very smart strategy to just follow the rest of the groups into the next phase and kind of come in on the tail end, hoping everyone else takes each other out first.
And as aggressive as they have been playing, even more aggressive now. Summit and Mr. Shades are running these tree lines back and forth, trying to kick people up. They're wanting some blood.
And I think they're going to get it too, and I think they have the talent and the skills to make it pay off. These guys have been dominating the competition today.
Absolutely.
And it looks like also in 10 minutes, Phase 3 will be in effect. So these guys have 10 minutes to shuffle their way over to the next phase towards the Northwest Airfield.
And not only have they been aggressive, but they are going to be able to make it there before many other players. You can see Sentry and Anthony Kongfan as well moving up in preparation. Mr. Shades, Summit, heading that way pretty intently. They know what's up.
Yep, Sackler and Break also on the move. Taking a look back at Cabanino one last time, Cortex is closing the distance between himself and Team Syndicate. He's right behind their building in a bush. Not sure if they've seen each other or if it's possible through these windows right here. I think we could see Cortex make a snipe through this door.
He does look like he may have spotted something here.
Oh,
wow! Unbelievable shot by, who was that, Psy Syndicate?
I heard multiple gunshots. I don't know if both of them opened up fire or not.
Dropped him. Cortex just completely dropped like a rock with a headshot. Wow.
His body has finally stopped sliding and he is slipping into the afterlife. Amazing shots through the window by Syndicate.
And it looks like Psy Syndicate and Cat taking over Cabanino. It's theirs now, and we're going to remove Cortex. Or Cortex, playing strong until now, teamed with 2MG over C2. Their team is now out.
All right, flying back on over to Summit. Looks like he's rocking that Blaze, and Shades is still using the Mosin, and they're just really kind of entrenched right now, waiting for players to kind of head that way from Cabanino, I imagine.
I'm watching over Sacriel and Break. Looks like they moved a bit away from everybody else to try to get a drink. They were thirsty, needed to work on that, so they've moved to a safe location. They're getting what they need to drink to obviously survive into the end. It's going to be tough to get water around the airfield. There are a couple places, but it is very, very high traffic in those areas, so they're being smart. They're making sure they take care of themselves before they go to the airfield so they can worry about taking out the other players while they're there.
Absolutely. It's a very smart strategy, and yeah, all the watering holes near the airfield, very high profile, as you said. Not something you want to do in front of another player. And hopefully, Sakurai will be able to find some of that SKS ammo in those Northwest Airfield lootable buildings, because that's pretty much the only place he's going to have any luck.
Right. Hopefully he is able to acquire something. It seemed surely he would have used it by now if he had ammo, so I'm assuming he does not. Hopefully he'll be able to get his hands on something when he gets there.
Now, it looks like Sentry and Anthony are already in the airfield zone and looting. Making their way past this camo building right now and past the fire station, wondering where they're going to end up.
Absolutely. They jumped right on the opportunity to get to this first and loot it, and that will pay off for them. Absolutely. There are no other players here. They don't know that, so they'll have to be careful, but for now, they're going to be good, and they're going to have their pick over some very nice gear.
Yeah, we'll have to keep tabs on them and see what kind of weapons or ammunition they may find. See, it may be very exciting to have some new gear introduced into the tournament. Gonna check back at Cabanino, though, and see how we're progressing. Dying Cat still taking their time moving out of this building. You guys are playing it very, very careful.
All right, Sentry now moving into the barracks here at the airfield, and looks like Anthony covering him. We're going to get up here real high so you guys can see as far as these players and the rest of the players. They've got the airfield locked down, basically. There's no one here. They're able to grab things on their own.
Yep, and as well as Syndicate and Cat hanging out in Cabanino still. Mr. Shades and Summit still really taking their time. Camped out, overlooking kind of towards Cabanino, waiting for extra players to maybe move past their little position here towards the airfield. And Sacriel and Break as well, just really, really taking their time, hanging out near that pond still, I believe.
Yeah, it seems that Summit and Shades, you know, they think that maybe that the players are behind them, which there are players behind them, not everyone, and they're watching that way. They're trying to catch somebody moving up this tree line, and we will see Phase 3 begin now. You now have 5 minutes to be within Phase 3, or you face disqualification. You can see all of our players on the move again, and I will pull out to our map again here one more time so you guys can take a look at Phase 3. This is all the Northwest Airfield. And as we discussed before, there are some players here, notably Sacriel and Break, that play here all the time. They know what's up. This is their stomping ground. It'll be interesting to see how they perform in this area for sure.
Absolutely. Looks like Elohim has actually been unearthed from his spot where he was kind of taking a break. And he is rushing towards the airfield right now, where Anthony and Silent Sentry already are looting up, as you said earlier. Sacriel and Break were still hydrating last we looked at them, and it looks like they're finally on the move as well.
I'm gonna jump in with Elohim first person here, so we can watch his progression down the airfield in the direction of Anthony and Silent Sentry. We may see them try to preemptively beat the other players to the tent area. Set up basically, as we were talking about earlier, if you have that advantage, if you get there first, then you get that ambush on the people that try to come up later, so.
Absolutely, and the admin's being very clear. 5 minutes left to be inside of Phase 3 or face disqualification. I'm a bit stumped as how Psy Syndicate and Cat are still in Cabanino, locked up tight in the building. I think they're probably discussing their strategy to move out, where we also have Summit and his partner still, at least right now, it looks like they're actually going to be moving. They were still covering that area, waiting to see if any other remnants of Cabanino were still going to be moving west, but it looks like they gave that up, and they are going to go ahead and move into Phase 3.
I am still pretty stumped as well. I'm watching Psy Syndicate here with teammate Cat, and I guess, as you said, they must be talking something out. They don't have much time to get there, and maybe they're a bit afraid that there are other players out here. Maybe they thought that Cortex had a teammate, and that they needed to watch out for that possibility.
Very possible, and also just a last-minute update in case we didn't get it on the death counter. We have lost Strippin' and Shorty Guy. They are both dead. I'm not sure if we got that updated on our pinup board.
Okay.
And looks like Syndicate and Cat are moving. 3 minutes left to get into Phase 3. They got a zombie in tow. It looks like they are getting the message, though, and they are hightailing it towards the west. Northwest, I should say.
All right, well, it looks like everybody on their way then.
Yeah, and it looks like Anthony, Kongfan, the Ninja, and Silent Sentry up near probably the tents right now. Hightailed it right to the end of the area of Phase 3, and they're going to be just having a loot paradise right now, as they're going to have this all to themselves.
Sacriel and Break choosing to play it safe, making a very, very big swing
you can
here.
hear me, give me some ammo.
He's saying, "Smack, if you can hear me, give me some ammo." Apparently, he does not have ammo. Let's jump in with him first person here for a bit. as he makes his journey towards the tents down here.
Oh, that is highly unfortunate, but that's the way the games go. Hopefully his teammate can do some work and maybe get him geared up.
That would be the best thing, absolutely. If they could come across another group of players, especially, say, Elohim, for instance, since Elohim is alone, Break could eliminate that player and get Sacriel some gear. Either way, that's going to be something they'll be looking for. It's not going to be good to not have a weapon as this closes out.
Yep, locking in a Silent Sentry right now, making quick work of these tents, just picking up every little item he can see. Looks like he's getting a little bit of zombie aggro. Hopefully he doesn't get in a little tussle here inside this tent. That could be a little dangerous for him. And he did get hit. 2 zombies in pursuit. Sentry is bleeding. He's gonna have to take these guys out. This is really unfortunate for him. See how he handles it.
Alright, I'm in with him first person.
Oh, taking multiple hits. And it looks like he did grab an SKS though before heading out of there.
And possibly ammo as well, yes. So, as we talked about, SKS holds 2 rounds, semi-automatic, as you can see right there. Very, very nice weapon for this kind of situation. Close quarters, semi-automatic. This is going to be what these players want. The shotguns, the semi-auto weapons, they're going to do really well. But, as always, it only takes 1 headshot. So, if you're a good shot, any of the weapons can succeed.
Alright, and just an update, making sure, did we get Thaddeus is dead as well? I'm not sure if we had that captured.
I did not know that. Thaddeus is dead.
We did see him run off into the distance, and we kind of lost track of him a little bit there. Apologies. And it looks like Summit and Shades stalking the woods outside the fence for the northwest. Elohim about 200 meters off in the woods ahead of them. Hopefully Elohim doesn't get spotted, because I think this team is going to do short work and probably come at him from 2 different angles. He may not stand a chance. We'll see how it progresses though.
Absolutely. Summit and Shades, again, being very aggressive. They're moving right that direction. They've got what they need to try to close this out. They work very, very well together in this. Several teams here that everybody must be careful of and respect, because anybody could run away with this right now.
Absolutely, and we got a 30-second warning from the admins. Looks like Psy Syndicate and Cat rushing to get inside the zone. I believe they're right on the border or already inside. I'm not sure if you can confirm. Yeah, it looks like they're going to go ahead and be in Phase 3 by now.
Everybody has the same idea, it seems, at this point. Everybody knows where they need to be for Phase 3 ending. They know that it all goes down at the tents, and everybody is headed that way. They're ready to throw down, and this is going to be one epic firefight.
Absolutely. Scouring the map just for any other contestants we may have missed. I think everybody is here. And I think we're just going to wait to see all of them converge and have one glorious last shootout here.
All right, and as that happens, I will pull up our list again so we can go over our final group of competitors here. Silent Sentry, Anthony Kong Fan, Sacriel, Break, Summit, Shades, Psy Syndicate, Cat, and Elohim. 1 kill away on Elohim to having our top 4 teams. So,
yeah, players are probably unaware of that. Who's left in the tournament right now? Little do they know that they're just outside the money, as you would say in poker. And it's going to get really, really intense when these last 3 groups go at it.
Jumping
like
in here. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, shots fired, actually. What is that? Probably at zombies. I think
Silent
Silent
Sentry took a shot at a zombie and was able to take down the zombie. A little aggro around here. Of course, it would be better to take these out with melee weapons, so not to alert other players of the positions, but they're trying to play it safe, especially if they are ambushed at any second. They would have their gun at the ready. And it looks like Anthony's switching this time to a melee weapon, trying to be a bit more quiet about it.
Yeah, Elohim may have heard those shots, though. I think he would have been in range, and it looks like he's going to be coming up the top side of the tents, and he may work his way down and run into these guys very
Looking to
soon.
make a move, it appears. On his way with the shotgun. Zombie following close behind. Possibly, looks like gonna try to take a bit of refuge here inside of this bunker. Wonder if he knows that he has a zombie close behind.
And a killer team of players less than 200 meters down the wall from him.
Agreed.
And another update really quick. Not sure if we have it on the kill board, but JP is also dead as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure we had that up there. All
Thank
right,
you.
looks like Silent and Anthony still pulled up by these bushes. Could move up on Ellie any second.
All right, I'm in with Summit and Shades now inside of a building here looking for a bit of gear. They've got some nice gear so far, but anything as far as especially food and those that they picked up will definitely help if they need it. They've got a bit of zombie aggro.
Did we just missed some action? I'm not sure. I heard a shot ring out from Silent and Anthony. I'm not sure where Elo has gone.
Elohim's still inside of the bunker, but actually got dropped, it looks like. Dead. Elohim is dead. And you say it was Silent Sentry who made the kill.
That is the shot I heard. I think I was mistaken looking at the bottom floor of this little bunker, but yes, it looks like he probably took a shot to his dome and was taken out from a distance by Team Sentry Ninja, or Ninja Sentry.
Okay, well, we're seeing another announcement. We're down to our final 4 teams. Everyone must play inside of the walls of the airfield, so we're going to need to see Sentry and Anthony move in very soon. 5 minutes to comply.
All right, and that was a mistake on my part. It looks like Elohim was taken out by Anthony Kongfan, actually, with an amazing shot.
There have been several great shots today. It's been a lot of intense action for sure.
Yep, Anthony Kongfan, known for his sniping skills, and I think he did that with iron sights only as an amazing shot.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and pull up our Phase 3 map here again so you guys can see. We had Summit and Shades moving in the wood line down here, headed that way. Break and Sacriel off this direction. We've got Ninja Sentry, Team Ninja Sentry up here and about to move back inside of the wall. And Cat and Psy Syndicate over here. So they're going to be in soon, and honestly, I don't know if that's the strategy they're going for, but it may work out to their advantage that they're going to show up late to the party where maybe a good portion of the players will already be killed.
Yeah, really curious how this is all going to play out. Looks like Summit and Shades are moving up very slowly. But yeah, looks like we have kind of a party up here. Poor Elohim getting taken out. And looks like Silent and Anthony heading back down the wall they were previously heading towards. I'm really kind of curious how this is going to go with Sacriel break as far out as they are. Plus, with that warning of within 5 minutes they need to be inside of the airfield walls. They're going to have to collapse in pretty soon.
It looks like they know this. They're just trying to be very cautious. Wait till the last second to squeeze in. I'm going to jump in with Break first person here, so I can see what they've got going on. It looks like they've found another Mosin, so they're working on getting equipped, both of them, with the Mosins. And they are both very comfortable with the weapons, so as long as they can make it inside of the walls soon, this is going to be very interesting for all of these players. All very great teams, and I'll say it again, anybody could win this.
Absolutely. I think everyone's got an equal shot at taking this out. And it looks like Sentry and Anthony really making their way to the other side of the airfield. I think they're going to be really distanced from the rest of the competition, and I think they know it too. They're not going to be in a really popular area. I think they're going to take this 4 minutes to hang outside the wall until the last possible second before re-entering the area, and hopefully buy themselves some extra time of being safe and out of harm's way.
I'm still with Break and Sacriel. I'm going to jump in with Sacriel now. Continuing to make their push up to the wall. It appears that maybe they'll get up close and then kind of take a break and wait, see what might be around the area, what dangers might be lurking before they actually commit to heading inside.
Yep, as we said, everyone really taking it easy, playing it very safe. They know what's on the line. Only 3 or 4 groups left, and they know it. So I think everyone's really, really just paranoid right now.
Absolutely. Now, as pressured as it was before, it's much worse now. All these players knowing that there are 4 teams total left. It's the pressure is absolutely on. It's going to be interesting to see if that affects these players in any way.
Yeah, we might see them make some mistakes. Maybe rush into a situation a little bit premature. But it looks like Psy Syndicate and his partner are in relative safety on the total opposite end of the airfield right now, camping in the barracks and a little industrial building down here.
I'm watching.
I think it's going to be a little while.
Psy Syndicate and Cat now. Cat covering Psy Syndicate while Psy Syndicate loots the barracks. As always, these players are going to be looking to see if they can find any higher military grade weaponry or items that will help them survive in the end.
Agreed. I think all of our players are really, really spread out. I'm guessing our action is going to be with Summit and Break and Sacriel and sorry, Shades. I apologize. I think these guys are getting really close to each other, about 150 meters out. This may be where we see the next big fight with these 2 powerhouse teams.
And yeah, absolutely. Now Sacriel has a weapon. We saw that he was able to acquire a weapon and ammo, so this could result in a very, very good firefight between this group of wonderful players. 2 minutes to be inside of the walls of the airfield.
Yep, that warning coming in, probably just sounding like a doom bell to some of these players, knowing that they're going to be forced closer and closer to the enemy. I think blood pressure is going to be raised, and anticipation is going to be very high. 2 minutes to get in there and battle it out.
And as I was stating earlier, it looks like Sacriel and Break going to try to scope things out, see if there's anything dangerous. Yet they don't know. Summit and Shades are right inside. Summit and Shades trying to occupy a place that, you know, possibly they would see anybody coming at them, but they need to keep their eyes peeled behind them.
Yep, everyone playing very, very cautiously, as we said. Really wondering where the next move is going to take place.
You can tell that they are very, very antsy, knowing that it's all going to close in here around the tents. And what will be interesting to see is how the other players react to another gunfight breaking out. We see something between Break and Sacriel, Summit and Shades, while Anthony and Silent Sentry move over.
Anthony and Silent really scoping out with their Mosins right now, knowing they have less than 2 minutes to be inside this wall. They are rushing back towards the tent area. Hopefully we see these 3 groups collide. I think that would make for an amazing show.
Absolutely would. Psy Syndicate and Cat still at the other end of the airfield. They're well within the play area. No problems there. But they are safe from the other players at this point. So that could ensure their survival past a huge firefight that we may see erupt very soon.
Right, and it's very difficult because everyone is under the assumption that a player could be right around the corner. No one has the ability to see what we're seeing right now, and I think that must be just so terrifying for them right now. Every move, even a zombie coming up on Silent Sentry, making one wrong move, and whoever makes that first gunshot and giving away their position could be a detriment to them surviving the tournament.
They have squeezed inside of the walls now, so Silent Sentry and Anthony safe. Looks like Break and Sacriel are going to commit. They're in the same tree line as Shades and Summit. We may see something happen very soon between this group of people. Looks like Shades is actually moving around, feeling out the tree line, trying to see if there are any other players around, and he may get shot in the back.
Yep, Sacriel looks like he's eyeing up on Shades right now. I think he spotted him. He's really scanning the woods right now. Sacriel moving up. Shades just off to his left, less than 20 meters. Sacreal's running right in between Shades and Summit.
Sacriel, he's moving in. They're in the same tree. Shades firing on Sacriel. Summit turning around, knowing what's going on. Looks like Sacriel's going to back off, try to meet back up with Break, doing the smart thing, getting back with his teammate. Summit
Break taking shots at Shades, missing.
Summit being very, very aggressive and pursuing Sacriel here.
Oh my, Summit moving right up to the tree, less than 20 meters.
Looks like he has eyes on Break, yes. Firing on Break, Sacriel very close by. He may try to return fire on Summit. Though he didn't quite see Summit, Mr. Shades is going to try to swing around as well. Some good moving here by Shades if he doesn't get spotted, and it looks like Break actually did. Wow, very, very good play on both sides of this so far.
I'm not even sure where to look right now. Everyone is running around frantically. Summit still looking for Break. I think he's going to spot him here. Shot. Break is taken out by Summit.
Wow.
Excellent headshot.
Unbelievable headshot on Break from Summit. Is he going to get Sacriel? Looks like Sacriel coming in, knows that his teammate was just taken out. We're going to see something between Sacriel and Summit here. What?
Oh!
Unbelievable shot from Sacriel to take out Summit.
One member of each team is down.
Eye for an eye, and Shades is pursuing Sacriel now with a zombie. How's that going to affect this firefight? Sacriel dropping out, trying to get away from his pursuer, now turning things.
Oh my god, point blank shots, both missing with the zombie just running around between both players.
Very
Sacriel
intense.
is pursuing Shades.
Now the zombie has switched aggro onto Sacriel. Are we going to see these players split up here, or are they going to continue? As you can see, that zombie will give Sacriel away. He needs to take it out quickly. Looks like he's going to drop out, and Mr. Shades is dropping back as well, maybe to try to acquire some of the gear.
Yep, Shades may swing back and grab some of that ammo. Actually, it looks like he spotted the zombie, and he's going to be chasing and pursuing. He knows that zombie is right on Sacriel's heels.
And I have to be careful because we have other teams. They don't exactly know where they are, but Shades giving pursuit. He's, like you said, he sees the zombie. He's right in on Sacriel's heels. If Sacriel wants to hide any longer, he needs to take out that zombie.
I believe Sacriel spotted him very briefly, but now he's going to go for cover. Shades still in pursuit. Sacriel, is he going to take care of the zombie? He is. He goes ahead and gives his position away one more time, takes that zombie out. Shades crossing the road right on his ass. We're coming up really quick to a good gunfight here.
The question is, whenever the gunshots are going off in the tent area, will Anthony and Sentry move in and try to clean up what's left?
It looks like they're not responding to the gunfire just yet. Sacriel hiding in a tent, and Shades falling back, maybe to go back to those bodies that were left out in the woods.
Meanwhile, we still have Psy Syndicate and Cat at the other end of the airfield. They are safe from all of this, ensuring their own survival towards the end. Incredible gunfight from both sides of that. Summit making an excellent shot on Break, and then Sacriel returning the favor on Summit.
Oh man, this is insane. Silent and Anthony Kong fan really holding their position. Sacriel running less than 150 meters away, just cycling through the tents right now. Probably just looking to catch eyes on his pursuer, but not finding him.
It may lead him right in front of Anthony Kong fan and Silent Sentry, and they have open fire. Are they going to bring Sacriel's run here to an end? He's dipping and dodging.
Yep, looks like they missed their shot. Sacriel is aware of the new enemy threat, and he's going to fall back inside these tents and probably rethink his plan there of running out in the open.
Shades moving as well. He hears the gunshots, realizing what he needs to do, trying to get over to where he can get some eyes on this situation.
Yep, Sacriel still bobbing in and out of these tents, trying to catch any player movement and just, you know, get cover instantly and be able to respond if he catches anybody with his eye. Currently, I don't think he's going to run into anyone, though, but he must be out of his mind and paranoia.
Agreed.
Looks like it's going to be quiet.
Let's jump in with Sacriel.
Still stalking the forest, too.
First person here for a bit as he continues his run inside of the tents.
All right. As you can see, Sacral is bobbing and weaving next to that wall right there, just keeping his eyes open. Shades to his left, about 100 meters, 200 meters out, entering the tent area. Actually looks like he's falling back and running down the road outside. These guys should run into each other fairly soon.
And we're seeing an update. In 5 minutes, the play space will be restricted to the emergency camp within the top of the Northwest Airfield. That's where Sacral is right now. Everyone has to be in this area in 5 minutes.
Yep, Psy Syndicate and Cat are going to have to make their way up from the south end of the airfield and really hightail it to get up to where the rest of the action is taking place currently. Looks like Shades is now bobbing and weaving through all of the tents, similar to how Sacral was, with a zombie in tow. Sacral's going to see this very soon. Hopefully not exposing himself to Anthony and Silent at the same time.
Very, very close to one another.
Shades, coming out of this tent, could have spotted Sacral, but he didn't. So close. Shades might actually end up getting into the line of sight of Anthony and Silent as well, if he runs out into the open here in about a minute. Oh my, 2 tents away from each other.
So very, very close to one another, and is it gonna happen?
Here we go.
Unbelievable timing.
Camping in this tent. Shades walking right in front of it right now. They're in the same tent. A random shot
Shades
in the miss
firing. Sacral making an incredible move, trying to dip behind the door so Shades would keep running. It threw him off for a second. How are they going to finish this? Back into the same tent, the blind fire. It looks like
Shades takes a hit.
Shades,
He's still up,
is
but
bleeding.
he is bleeding. Oh my, Shades still
kill
bleeding.
away.
Sacral was putting the moves on.
1 kill away here from being to our final 3 teams. If Sacral finishes this, or Shades on him. It looks like Shades put away his weapon. Maybe he's out of ammo. Maybe this is the end for Mr. Shades.
Yep, he might be trying to go for the Hail Mary knockout. Doesn't have time to bandage himself. He's just going to end it right here. One way or the other.
Looks like Anthony and Sentry playing it safe. They do not want to get involved.
Yep. Looks like Shades is pumping his fist furiously. Not connecting just yet. This
Sacral breaking
right
out the sledgehammer. He's going to take out the zombie. And it looks like Shades realizes that's not a fight he wants to be a part of, and he's going to move on and try to bandage. Sacral has lost sight of him, and he'll be able to do so.
Yep, he gets 1 hit on that zombie, but doesn't finish him off yet. Still being pursued by the zombie. I think Sacral's going to turn around and take care of this really quick, or he may try to find Shades before he gets a chance to heal.
Sacral in pursuit. He's looking very, very intently, and he may end up seeing him. Mr. Shades, I believe, may have even just spotted Sacral and realizes he needs to dip out of here completely. So he should be safe now.
Yep, Shades really needs to address that bandage situation. He is still bleeding. It looks like he's going to do that right now. Hiding in a tree, and he has begun the bandaging process. All of his gear looks ruined for the most part. He took a pretty nasty hit.
Sacral running through these tents like a man. He doesn't care. He's ready to face anyone right now.
And there's that 2-minute warning to be inside the camp area. Syndicate and Cat still have not made their way up here. They have less than 120 seconds to make their way into the tents. Meanwhile, Shades circling right behind Sacral, 70 meters away. And it looks like Shades is going to go ahead and head outside the wall again as well.
Sacral taking his time, looting through the tents, and he's going to be able to. Nobody is contesting this at all. Everyone else, aside from himself and Shades, are playing very, very reserved, very cautious, trying to outlast. They can hear all the shots. They're watching, as you can see here. Long-range scope, looking that direction. They're ready to make any shots they're presented with, but they're not going to put themselves out into danger.
Absolutely, and Shades back into the military tent area with a zombie in tow. Sacral about 100 meters down the tent line from him. I think these two are going to tango again before we see any other involvement from Anthony or Silent, who are being very, very patient, as you said.
Looks like Sacral's trying to just kind of regain his composure a bit, taking his time. Watching out.
This zombie is right on Shades' tail. I'm not sure he can afford to get bloodied again. I'm not sure if he's going to take his time and address this situation or not.
Now have 1
Looks
minute
like
to
he's doing
be
that right now.
inside of the camp. Psy Syndicate and Cat have cut it close all throughout the event. Looks like they're going to do it here again.
Shades stabbing this zombie repeatedly in the face with a combat knife, not getting any work done, taking hits himself as well. This is not good.
And Silent
Looks like he knocked the
Sentry
zombie down.
and Anthony Kong fan moving up as well. They've pushed up to the edge of the camp and they're moving in. It's going to get
looks
very
like
serious
Shades.
very soon.
Absolutely. Shades did take a zombie out after about 15 hits with his combat knife. Took a little bit of damage himself. And now, how is this going to play out? Sacriel behind the military bunker here. Shades in the middle with Team Anthony and Silent Sentry, as you said, moving in as well. This is very, very good. And it looks like Psy Syndicate and Cat are finally moving, and they will be joining the fray very shortly.
Anthony and Sentry, they know. They've heard the shots. They know. They're ready. Silent Sentry toting a sawed-off shotgun. That'll be good in this close quarters area. And Anthony, more comfortable with the Mozo in the long range. Going to try to
Shades.
cover the long range.
Right in front of them. Shots fired. They were missed, but Shades is now a big target.
Sacriel's definitely going to hear the shots. The question is, will he commit or try to let some other players fight it out?
Oh, Shades back in the open. He's just juking right now. Not sure where he's getting shot from. Oh, he's pushing up right now. This is going to be big.
Pushing up with a shotgun right behind him. Is he going to be able to make the shots on these guys? They don't even know he's there. He missed a wonderful opportunity. Is he going to be able to capitalize now?
Oh my. Oh my.
Completely destroys Silent Sentry with his shotgun. Caught him completely unaware of where he was, and now Shades in pursuit of Anthony. The question is, do these players run straight into Sacriel?
That was an amazing shot and just a amazing blood mist coming out of Sentry. Went down immediately. Anthony now looping around. May end up heading towards Sacriel. Look, he's looking back, trying to find Mr. Shades, who took out his teammate. And Team Syndicate moving up within 120 meters. They're going to have eyes on the camp in just a moment. Looks like Sacriel's on the move, right towards Mr. Shades. We may have a little reunion here.
Down to our final 5 players. And our final 3 teams. So all 3 of these teams... Wait. No,
4
I take that
teams
back.
still.
4 teams, yes. Still 4 teams. We're going to see some shots. Psy Syndicate and Cat have moved up behind Anthony. Anthony is bloodied. Remember, Psy Syndicate and Cat have not been engaging much until now, so they're good to go. They are nice and full of ammo. They're really set to run over this entire camp.
Yep. Looks like Cat had eyes on Anthony. Anthony is still bleeding and running away. Cat is falling back, probably to regroup with Psy. Sacriel at the other end of the camp. And Anthony Kong fan, very, very close as well.
Anthony taking the time to do the things he needs to do over in the cover of these trees. Getting his bandages off before he has to go back into the slaughter. Looks like Sacriel still moving around the tents as he was before. He's looking for blood. He lost his teammate recently and is ready to take it out on these other players.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did we lose Mr. Break?
We did.
Okay, I forgot where that happened. All right, we're down to the last 3 teams. 1 minute to be within the emergency camp at the top of the Northwest Airfield. And it looks like Sacriel's walking right up on Anthony Kong fan. Oh, God, the players spotted each other. Looks like Anthony's just going to run. Or he's going in with
for
a melee
weapon. What's Sacriel going to do in this decision? He is going to drop Anthony. Anthony did get a sledgehammer shot on him, but Anthony will go down.
Sacriel finishes him off with a shot to the dome, and he's going to have to run and heal. Anthony Kongfan is down and out, and we have our final 2 teams. Sacriel versus the fully healthy team of Psy Syndicate and Cat.
What a run
Can Sacriel
here at
hero
the
play
end.
this?
Yeah. What a run at the end here by Sacriel. Really, really coming up big.
If he can pull it out 1v2 at the very end, I don't think anyone's going to be able to live that down. He's going to be a hero for quite some time. Unbelievable performance so far.
He's going to need to be careful because, as we stated before, Psy Syndicate and Cat, they have nice weapons. Those SKSs will do very, very well against Sacriel's slow-firing Mosin in these close quarters areas. He's being very, very cautious. I'm gonna jump in first person with Psy Syndicate here.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to be maintaining their position at the exact diagonal opposite end of the camp. It looks like they got a little bit of zombie aggro still funneling in on them, while Sacriel is on the opposite side of the camp in a camo bunker, just kind of recollecting and hoping to hop back out there and get into the fight.
So Syndicate and Cat working well together. They're communicating, looking, gonna take out the zombie, not gonna take the chance to switch away from the weapons, just gonna shoot them and play it safe. They know they're down to the final two teams. Be interesting to see how they choose to play this further.
Sacriel hearing those shots, assuming that the enemy team is going to be sticking together if he knows there's two of them or not. He knows exactly where they are, and he's going to hold his position and just peek over the barrier here, see if he can get eyes on somebody.
If he chooses this position, this actually might play to his advantage. You got to remember, he has a slow-firing gun. He's trying to overcome not only someone with a semi-automatic weapon, as he hears now, he knows that they have an SKS, but he also doesn't know that there are two of them, so he's going to have to try to overcome that and 1v2 this.
Yep, looks like Psy Syndicate and Cat looping around these tent areas, and they're going to be coming up on him pretty soon. Just as Sacriel is actually moving the other way. Oh my. Perfect timing for Sac to get out of there. Looks like Psy and Cat just moving in tandem, clearing the tent area. Sacriel's not currently looking in the right direction. He could be taken by surprise, but it looks like they're being very methodical with their movement.
He has found a nice position, Sacriel. Trying to play it safe, trying to get in positions where he can pull this out. All these players very, very, very shaken right now, I'm sure. Knowing it's the final two teams, everything is on the line right now.
Yep, Cat and Psy just chilling in this tent right now. Looking at both entrances, just waiting for someone to walk into their death trap. I don't think Sacriel is going to oblige them, though. I think we're going to see a little bit of a stalemate for just a minute or two.
Right now, he is choosing to... He is moving around the tent still, but he's taking it very slow and methodical. On the other side of the tents from these players.
Really wondering how this is going to play out. We got our final two teams, everybody. This is going to be a really interesting finale.
It's really, really been crazy here at the end.
Yep, looks like Syndicate and Cat on the move once again, moving to the next set of tents. And Sacriel has went ahead and closed himself in the military bunker. I'm not sure if he's just going to stay there for a while or if he thinks that's a good defensible position. Also has a zombie coming up to his front door. That could give him away, unfortunately, if he doesn't take care of it.
Looks like he's breaking out the sledge. He knows what he has to do. The question is Psy Syndicate going to see that or not?
I don't believe so. They have a zombie problem of their own. That hit against the military bunker, though, could have given Sacriel's position away.
They're moving in. They're moving in. We may see something here. Oh, they're still dealing with the zombies, and Sacriel will hear it. He'll know. He'll know where they are now.
At this point, if I was Sacriel and I had a location on them from that sound, I'd probably just move in, see if I get a quick kill, and retreat again, depending on whether you knew if there was one or two of them left.
He's looking that way.
Looks like he's just going to be very tentative.
And Psy Syndicate and Cat know they need to move away from where they just fired. Moving away, though they do have zombies still.
Yeah, the zombie problem has been a real issue for these guys. They're having a really hard time of clearing these zombies without shooting at them, constantly pinging their position to the enemy. It looks like Sacriel is making that move. He may try to push in and get a quick kill and then reposition. I think we're going to get eyes right here. Sacriel spots Psy Syndicate. No shot taken. He's being very patient. Cat sees him and shoots at him first.
Opens fire. Sacriel dropping away. Looks like he's still good. He's not bleeding. Players, Psy Syndicate and Cat in pursuit. Are we going to see another round right here? Looks like we will. Sacriel not quite comfortable. Shoots and misses Psy Syndicate, from what I can tell.
Thought I saw some blood come off of Sacriel, but he's not bleeding. Oh, Cat's moving up right behind him.
They
Misses
don't
him.
know that Sacriel has moved on. Is he going to get away? It looks like he will for now. Did Cat just
got
catch
eyes on him?
Eyes on Sacriel again.
This is just a epic game of cat and mouse right now. Not sure how Sacriel slipped away right there when Cat went right, didn't look left. It could have been over right there, possibly.
It could have.
Looks like Sacriel's really going to be playing it safe. Cat and Psy Syndicate frantically looking for him. Oh, man.
All these players very out of breath, being very aggressive, looking to close this out. You know they're shaking. You know they're nervous. Cat and Psy Syndicate, our final team. The only ones to make it all the way to the end as a pair.
Yep, they're circling the same tents over and over, wondering if they miss. Sacriel gets sight on Psy, takes a shot. Not sure if it connected. Looks like it didn't.
Psy Syndicate throwing shots at Sacriel. Sacriel knows he can't stay in that tent. He dipped in for a minute and moved out. Still moving throughout the tents.
Just some very narrow misses. Another zombie running in to say hi. Hopefully not going to aggro. Oh, Sacriel and Cat possibly have eyes on each other. The zombie's not deciding who he's going to go for. Whose position is he going to compromise? Looks like Sack and Psy got eyes on each other. Psy takes a hit and is bleeding, I believe. Nope, that is incorrect. It looked like he took a hit, but he's not bleeding.
Psy Syndicate still pursuing, and Cat's going to come in behind Sacriel. We may see it end right here. Sacriel dipping and dodging very good right now. He's avoiding both these players, but he walked outside in front of Psy Syndicate's SKS. Apparently, Psy Syndicate doesn't want to deal with the zombie, though. This is an insane game of cat and mouse, as you said.
Unbelievable. And yeah, Psy did take a hit. His, oh, here we go. Massive rapid fire.
Unbelievable.
Sacriel with the jukes, and Psy just
coming
a little
up
bit of
empty.
the potato on his aim. Unbelievable. Sacriel still running. Psy Syndicate in hot pursuit. Cat may cut him off here.
Here we go again. Is this going to be the end?
Oh, Sacriel is bloodied.
Sacriel
my
trying
God.
his best. It is all coming to an end very, very soon. Sacriel very, very bloody.
Zombies still interfering. This is unbelievable how this hasn't played out just yet. Cat picking up that zombie aggro. Sacriel still... Oh, he's going to run right into Cat here. Oh, he misses his shot.
Makes a nice shot. Oh!
Sacriel takes another Mosin hit, I believe.
Sacriel dodging like a champ right now. I cannot believe he's still alive.
All right, looks like Psy Syndicate may have pulled out a pistol. The zombies are really attacking Cat right now. Cat is bleeding as well. This is getting intense.
Sacriel knows that he needs the bandage. Cat down to 3,800 blood. Let's check out with Sacriel. See, he is down to 1,200. Not in good shape. Psy Syndicate 4,200. Let's jump in with Sacriel as things are starting to close out here.
Is he going to make the risky move and bandage? Is he going to just stand here and hope to get the kills before he drops?
He needs to hurry, down to 900 blood and dropping.
He's got eyes on the opponents. He may just try to end it right here, or he's turning around to retreat. I don't believe they saw him. All right, Cat clearly sees Sacriel heading into the bunker.
Down to 690 blood. This could be the end.
Oh!
Sacriel going down. We have our winners. Psy Syndicate and Cat. Syndicate.
Taking out a little bit of that aggression on Sacriel for evading them so well. but we do have our winners. Unbelievable finish. Sacriel, hats off for his survival effort there. That was
unbelievable
amazing.
dodging. I can't believe he lived that long, and we may see them go out together here at the end.
With the
There
pink
they
Derringer.
go!
Oh! And dual seppuku to finish it out. An amazing, flashy finish from these two competitors.
What a great finish. What a great finish. Congrats to the winners. Congrats to all of the competitors for such a great event today. Wow, that was ended in style.
Unbelievable. Such a great match. And a huge thanks and shout out, guys, to the DayZ Team 775 for all the support and helping us set up this event. As well, again, as Astro Gaming for the awesome swag they provided for the tournament.
And multiplayer servers, absolutely. All of the people that helped make today's event possible. Thank you very, very much.
And I believe in just a moment we're going to get Soma in here as well to do a couple words with possibly the winners. I'm not sure if they're going to bring them in here or not. We're going to wait and hear from them very soon.
Yeah, well, one last time, we'll look at our list here. This was our final lineup. As you guys saw, we had Sacriel, Side Syndicate, and Cat. 1v2. Sacriel wasn't able to come out. Side Syndicate and Cat are winners of the event today. Congrats again to them.
Wow, that was a crazy event. What's up, guys? Awesome job with the casting. It's pretty
Thank you very
crazy
much.
there. So it looks like we have Cat and Psy Syndicate as our winners. So congrats to them. They played really passively. They were super careful with how they played. At the very end there, they sat on the border of the play area, really sneaky. And then as it closed into the final camp, they ran in and they were just really passive, which is not how I normally play, but it worked for them. So congrats to them. Congrats to Sacriel and Break as well for second place. And of course, Silent Sentry and Anthony Kong Fan for third. How you feeling, Brian? That was pretty intense, huh?
My heart is still pounding, to be quite honest.
That
Like,
ending was ridiculous.
Sacriel, he might have come in second, but Jesus Christ, he put up a fight.
Yes, he did. Absolutely.
Like, hands down, I'm going to say my personal favorite of the show, honestly, with Sacriel, especially in Phase 3. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
absolutely.
yeah,
And
you
you
did a
can't
great job
forget
at the end.
Summon and Shades. Well, they just performed so well from front to finish. I mean, they.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
all
as
the way
a
through.
previous champion, I kind of expected that from Summit.
Yeah,
To be
absolutely.
quite honest, and he definitely kept that torch going.
Absolutely. I think we saw a stellar performance from all of the participants, and I think they all could say they had a lot of fun, and this was a great tournament. And thank you guys so much, Hicks and Soma and the rest of the SGZ team, for putting this together and making it so amazing.
Of course. Thanks you guys so much for casting. Thank you, Astro. Thanks everyone for watching and staying patient as we had some server hiccups. This event is still a work in progress. I'm really proud, though, of everyone that came out to watch. I'm proud of all the admin folks that helped behind the scenes. Of course, the casters and all the players. It was pretty fantastic. So thanks a lot, guys.
Absolutely. It was a ton of fun.
Agreed.
There were some outstanding moments, I gotta say. Straight down to watching JP pass out while trying to give his partner CPR.
Oh.
So for the future, guys, just to let you guys know, next month there will be a qualifier event, and we'll have more info coming about that. And in the winner of that qualifier event will actually move on to the next invitational, which will take place in April. So look out at Survivor_Games with a Z on Twitter for information. Our website is still a work in progress.